How's it going, everybody? Boys, sorry for not being here yesterday. Patch 11.2 is nearly here. Yesterday was just a weird day for me in general. So, yeah, I ended up spending a lot of it just working as much as I can, but also catching up on as much sleep as possible. What's up, Jake? By the way, Jake, I think I'm basically done with Diablo, so we need to find some time where I could just transfer whatever gold I have. Because otherwise I just found myself like, I've been able to solo every boss in tier 4 within like seconds with the build that I got. I've gotten the uniques and legend and mythics that I needed for the setup that I'm going currently. The only other build that I'll be able to do is try a Shackles, but or like a variation with Shackles, but without like buying the new Spec, which I was like, I don't really know if I want to spend 40 bucks. I can't get the runes, so I can guarantee craft a legendary or anything like that. So I'm just kind of stumped. Plus, I'm also missing that whole like mechanic of the expansion where you do this like different type of dungeon, tribute runs or something like that. I'm not super familiar with it just because I never did it. But yeah, I'm basically rolling RNG forever and ever and ever when it comes to bosses and stuff or mythics. So without crafting, it just feels like, well, I could be here playing this forever. So it's just like an endless loop, and I'm not interested in pushing pits. I'm not interested in none of that. Tribute runs are such a nice time saver from Jones compared to base game. Yeah, I'm basically playing the game without some of the core mechanics that make the game playable. I'm basically stuck to just RNG rolling mythics without being able to craft them, and I'm also missing those other runes that give you extra effect. So I'm basically playing like a lesser version of what I could be playing. I'm also having to deal with a lot more RNG than most players that have the expansion and everything, and I'm just missing some core mechanics that make the game grindier. So therefore, I'm just like, I feel like I am the type of person that's super, I'm stubborn as hell. So like, every part of my body to some degree wants to like just grind it out until I get it like perfection. But at the same time, like the only goals I wanted to do is first of all, finish the chapters of the, the actual season, so I can get all the rewards. I even did end up doing the goblin thing, which was really cool. That was just fun running around killing goblins. It's actually very enjoyable, just because the open world kind of feels like it actually serves a purpose for once. But yeah, I'm just like, okay, it's just the RNG of it. I'm just like, I know I'm just gonna get on a treadmill where I can basically play this infinitely, and it gets to the point where it gets annoying, and I'm just like, I just want to let it go at this point. You know what I mean? It's like, I think I've done exactly what I wanted for the season. Every boss soloable within a few seconds. The build pops off, it deals a ton of damage. Only thing I guess I could do is do Lilith, but like, there's no reward for it either, so it feels like kind of worthless. So yeah. Unless I actually am looking to invest and get like, you know, maybe if the expansion goes on sale for like $10, maybe I'll do it. But yeah, if it's still $40 and it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just missing a good portion of the fun experience that I could be. And I'm just basically playing a more frustrating, more RNG version of the game. And I'm like, eventually this is going to be one of those things where I can grind forever. And I kind of love that perpetual grind, but it's not healthy because I can't work on videos. I can't do none of that. Doesn't her brother give a spark? I have no idea. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. But even then, even if I do craft a spark, I have to roll RNG again. And I'm basically just having to play the RNG fiesta until I eventually roll the slots on that shackles. You know what I mean? So I can't really experience a easy version, the good version, speed run version, whatever other versions of the Sorg build that you can. By the way, am I the only one who got some Kingdom Hearts vibes from this song when listening to it? I got Kingdom Hearts vibes throughout this entire thing, dude. I don't know what it is. I think it's the simple and clean that's stuck in my brain since childhood. And it's like, it's something about the way that this song flows just reminds me of like a variation of simple and clean. Am I the only one? Like, if you played Kingdom Hearts, you know what I'm talking about. The Xbox is in the fix for RNG, by the way. You need to drop 6 times a legendary gem. That's just a random drop. You can't target farm. Wait, what? You can't craft a legendary? You need to drop 6 times a legendary gem. LMAO, that's a random drop and you can't target farm. So you basically gotta randomly farm legendary gems to be able to craft a legendary, basically. Well, at least you can like guarantee a legendary eventually, right? What are the chances for it? Hold on. Let me actually look it up. D4, how to craft legend mythics season 9. Here we go. Can I just look it up? The blacksmith by selector forge equipment and then mythic uniques. The products require transplants spark. Okay, so it's just random. Can you directly craft them? Here's Wowhead article on it. How to obtain mythic uniques. You can obtain from blah 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 blah. Yada yada yada. How to create spark unique, crafting mythic uniques. So sparks, basically RNG roll it. But you could also craft a mythic unique with a jeweler in exchange for 2 resplendent sparks, 6 legendary runes, 6 rare, 6 magic, and 5,000 whatever currency. Runes are required depend on which mythic unique you want to craft, prefer the jeweler guide. Okay, so you can at least target farm it once you get the right amount of runes. So you need a couple of legendaries, a couple of rares, a couple of whatever. At least you can like target farm them. You have to RNG farm 3 gems 6 times. It's easier now, but it's still tedious. At least you can like, as you play the game, you'll eventually get enough so you can craft it guaranteed, right? So you'll RNG some mythic uniques and then you'll craft others. Or better yet, you can always farm gold and buy those runes from another player. I don't know how much it really costs, but I imagine, you know, we could get up. You can eventually work towards it, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It just, I feel like because I just need a Harlequin crest, not shackles, Harlequin crest. But yeah, that's all I need. And then it's like I can play some of the easier builds of the build that I'm running, but otherwise, like, I'm kind of stuck without any of the new runes, any of those unique items, all that. What's up, MR? How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing good. 500 to 800 mil per gem, but you have to do that 6 times. Bro, I had a guy trade me 5 bill. 5 bill. And I actually spent that in order to get a full stack of Belial. And I was just like one-shotting that guy with a group. I just literally partied up with whoever I could just so I could have a higher loot table. And people would constantly be making a group. Then somebody disbands a group. Then somebody makes another group. Somebody disbands a group. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna make my own group. Noobs welcome. Just so I can have like at least one person running around. They all just constantly dying while I'm just sitting there like killing the dude in like 5 seconds. And if everybody could just live for 5 seconds, or at least like stay away from me for a few seconds so I'm not get hit. Yeah, Husk was a dollar purchase. Yeah, Husk was good, but I didn't get anything good out of it, unfortunately. It was 9 to 9, a full stack, didn't get nothing. I did when I was doing solo runs of like other bosses. I did get a staff, which was bad. I ended up scrapping that, and another one, Shroud with False Death chest that I had. And then I end up rolling a spark to see what I get. I got Andarios. Andarios is not good for my build. So now I'm back to sitting with Resplendent. And again, all I can do is just keep farming more Resplendents. But like, yeah. It's just, I feel like I can just, I mean, goblins have made things easier because some goblins can drop a bunch of materials and that's super nice because they can just do like, you know, 20 runs of Zier, 20 runs of Gregory, 20 runs of whatever, right? And then eventually that builds up to Andario, which is super annoying, or Duriel, which is doable. And then eventually that'll also drop me another Belial's. I just feel like I'm on a treadmill where I'm kind of like not really having, I should show you guys exactly what I'm looking at, shouldn't I? I just feel like I'm on a treadmill where I'm just not like, I feel like I'm just hitting that wall of like the amount of fun I could be having with it versus the amount of grind I need to put in. This just came out around a horrible time. I haven't played it around so much or Mop Retail. For me, I felt like it's fine. I'm pretty sure I started late, didn't I? But like, I had fun with it. I feel like I did everything I wanted. So, hey, like, if you want, I don't know if you'll be playing more, but you'll probably play more than I do. I can give you the gold that I have and whatever mythic uniques, like GA 432s that I haven't, like, equipped, so you might be able to use them, play around with them, mess with them if you want to play an ult or whatever. So we should schedule when we want to do that, because I'll just hop on, you'll hop on, I'll just trade you everything I got, because I'm basically done for the season. Because I feel like I definitely, like, I'm my own worst enemy, and I know that I'm just going to keep grinding if I have the resources for it. But if I don't have resources, then I don't really have, like, the will to keep going. And plus, we got 11-2 coming out soon, so it's probably good that I'm not spending a ridiculous amount of time grinding for hours in Diablo. I had fun with it, but I definitely got to let it go. And you taking mats off me and all those other things would help me let go. It would help. Actually would be legitimately helpful. Let's make some PTR while we're at it, boys, because PTR got a bunch of class buffs. Everybody got tuned up except for like Demon Hunter. Although I do want to give Demon Hunter and a couple other classes a go. I want to give Fire Mage a go. That thing's got tuned up. I want to give Fire Mage a go, man. I also want to give a I want to play DH because apparently that's looking pretty meta. I want to play some Preservoka too, chat. We can play whatever you guys want me to play. Whatever you guys want to see, man. Hopefully PTR will show up on OBS here in a second. Unless it doesn't. Give it a second. Give it a second. Or not? Okay. Give me a moment here, boys. Also, did you guys see some of the different like screenshot stuff that I posted on you guys probably don't follow me on Twitter, but I probably should start posting them on Discord more than anything. I posted some of them. But like we have, let me see if I can get the game to actually load up. I think I'm doing challenge most tonight. Whenever you're free and want to do it, you can log off, take it off your hands. Yeah, I don't have a raid tonight, so I have, oh, there we go. I have a lot of free time tonight. I don't have a raid this evening, so yeah. So just like whisper me when you see me online on anything and be like, yo, you want to do the swap real quick? And I'll just hop on immediately. But yeah, I am going to work on another project. Probably cover the monk tier sets and not only get DH tier sets, but I do want to play DH at some point. Chat! What are you playing? I'll let you guys decide. I want to play Demon Hunter at some point. I'll probably play Havoc because apparently that's looking really good. I need to give Fire Mage another go. That thing looks like a lot of fun. It's got buffed up. What else got buffed up recently, actually? I have like a full list of like everything got buffed up. Huge buffs. Warlock apparently got buffed up, but I don't think it's that much. Elder Shaman got buffed up all across the board, baby. Not looking good. Priest also got buffed up too. Priest got buffed up. Hunter got nerfed, unfortunately. Evoker, Prez got buffed up too. I'd be down to play some Hilo Prez, man. I actually like Prez a lot. And then DK got nerfed, but like, they're fine. Shadow Priest, are we doing it, boys? Are we sending a Priest? By the way, the 15-minute Temple of Jade Serpent was making me laugh so much because Jade Serpent gold time is 15 minutes on the dot. We hit it by 0.9 seconds. Wild. I was just gonna say, like, wait, spending 15 minutes in a dungeon to get like a gold is not that bad. I didn't realize that was like on the dot. So I guess ideally you'd want to get 15 or quicker, but I was like, I think that was not that bad to spend 15 minutes in a dungeon. That doesn't seem that bad at all. You know, Mythic Plus will take like 30 minutes, so this is half that. But yeah, I'm sure they're like difficult. I did see some people already posting screenshots of them riding their Phoenix mount, so I'm assuming they already got the gold or silver or across the board. I don't remember what the reward for that was, or what reward with the Phoenix. It was our very first try at Overtunes, and we took some time, kinda. I mean, you guys did pretty good, honestly. Honestly, did pretty good. Yeah. So if you guys, what is it, just a random pug, and you just first try, just kick this ass pretty quickly. You said everything hits you like for 2 times to 3 times harder than it was in beta, which is, I'm assuming it's on purpose maybe, or it's overtuned. I think actually, maybe, what if it is on purpose, right? To be like, oh, there's supposed to be a challenge mode dungeon, so enjoy a challenge. But like, I don't know. Yeah, random pug, no comms, but that scaling was rough. It doesn't get easier because it's all scaled up. I'm assuming maybe your trinkets, like if you get some tanky trinkets, it'll probably feel a little better. Once you get the tier set, I'm assuming it's going to feel even better. So you are still missing quite a bit of power. I know, like, unless tier sets are disabled in challenge modes. I don't remember, because I know that they were scaled, like it would actually set you to a certain item level. But I don't know if you can still get the bonuses just scaled down. If that's the case, there's still quite a bit of power you can gain. Everyone's perception of CMs is what is a siege. When we had 2-3 sockets per item, and you had sockets of 160 primary stat per socket, tier sets are disabled in CM, so just stats. Okay. But yeah, I guess like you will still get a bunch of items with like good trinkets, items with sockets, things like that. Yeah. If I had anybody playing Mop, I probably would be playing it too, man. Let's give Dal Void a go. I do want to see what kind of builds people play as a Shadow Priest. Because I had a build, it worked for me, but I want to see like what's the meta builds. What is anybody gravitating towards? Because I'm assuming it's all still Void Weaver, right? I doubt anybody's Archon. Maybe they are Archon. Kinda want to find out, honestly. There's a bunch of logs with Shadow Priest, so that's good. Doing 17s? Well, not with the Priest, apparently. There's a Vesh 18? Not with the Priest. Feral Druid, Fury Warrior. Wait, Fury Warrior popping off, actually. Holy! Last time I played Fury, I cut out blue chunks. Marksman Hunter also seems really, really good. Feral Druid seems good, too. Where's this log with the Shadow Priest? You guys can't see my logs, but I'm trying to find a build with a priest so I can see what talents I can run. Unfortunately, chat, it looks like the beta is already starting to formalize, starting to caramelize over on the PTR. It looks like it's looking like a Archmage, Frost, Death Knight, Archmage, Frost, Death Knight, Marksman Hunter, and maybe Havoc Demon Hunter. It looks like Vengeance Demon Hunter is looking really good. Brewmaster Tinks are looking like S tier choice too. Even Demonology Warlocks don't look that terrible. Can I play the Shadow Priest log, please? All of these say, oh yeah, there's definitely Shadow Priest here. And I'm looking at the log and it's like, no priest found. I swear, Shadow Priest, man. Why is this so hard to find? Wait, sub rogue? Doing 6 million. What the hell? Nimble Flurry, Secret Technique. Wait, it's actually kind of looking like it could be good. Wait, Black Powder is good now? Whoa. Coup de grace slaps. Huh. Maybe Subrog will be making its way into the meta. Oh, here you go. Here's a Shadow Priest. What kind of a build is he running? Oh, he doesn't even say. God damn it. God damn it. Get into my bitch. I'm trying to find a Shadow Priest log, chat. And just trying to copy their talents. Damn it. It actually does not show up. Why? Also, why did I say it like Cartman? God damn it. I need to find a priest, bro, with some talents. Because it doesn't show like what talents they're running on the PTR. Unless like I could use Red.io. Because sometimes you could actually see the talents run on Red.io when you pull up the PTR logs or PTR runs. If you can find one with a Shadow Priest. Here we go. Here's a Shadow Priest. And it doesn't show the talents. Beautiful. Void Weaver. I just want to know what the hell they're running. Just to see what the hell they're playing. But I'm pretty sure they're Void Weaver. Although I'm pretty sure the builds that I'm running on PTR myself are pretty bad. Here's a Shadow Priest. Question, does this guy have the right build? This is more or less what I was running. Is this correct? I'm actually going to try this. Yeah, this is Shadow Crash, at your target, Dark Ascension, Shadows, Crash Damage. I like how it avoids this altogether. Yeah, this might actually be the better build. Okay, cool. I think it is Void Weaver. We're going to try this. Jake, do you want to join PTR or are you just chilling? Wait, hold on. Void 2.0 M plus. Here we go. So with this, I am getting Shadowboard Deaths for little ghosties, but I'm not going for a Void Wrath. Mindbender, and I'm just setting Shadow Fiend against Natty. Okay. This seems fine. I wonder how for this procs. I assume good enough if people are playing it. Also, I need talent, trinkets. I could see in logs what they're running. They're running the Cloak, they're running the Moxie's Jug, and Dream Mantle Void Core, so like passive by the looks of it. And it looks like they're running the Void Core Staff. And it was this trinket. And they ran like a crit trinket. I could always go antenna and get crit. So that's the thing I could do actually, and just run pure passive. That's not that bad, right, chat? I will need enchants, so let me go those real quick. Take me 2 seconds, and we'll find a group and we'll try to see if we can get something done. Shadow Breaks is really fun though, from what I played last time. Seems like a lot of fun. Especially when you can get a bunch of little Shadow Fiends all over the place. And Void Weaver with the tier set is really cool, but it just feels like it's very heavily on... It's heavily leaning on the whole Void Rift ability. It basically doesn't feel like a Shadow Priest anymore. It feels like a Void Priest. Where, like, majority of your damage is going to come from the Void stuff, but it doesn't necessarily interact with, like, the rest of your kit, which... I don't necessarily hate, but I do find it weird and unusual. Also, I'm not sure why I have crit, but I'm pretty sure I need mastery, and I already have a lot of mastery. Yeah, I'll keep it crit. Doesn't matter. I think crit is probably a decent stat too, for like this build, because you are running with Mastermind, so you get some crit damage off of it. I need weapon, R Radiant, and I need Crystalline Radiance, and I need Sunset. It's about bare minimum that I need. Of course, I could go and enchant every other item, but like this is the bare minimum for raw damage, and everything else should work out fine. All right, Priory. I haven't done a Priory in a second, so maybe a Priory refresher would be nice. Ecodome is also good. Yeah, they took me for a Priory. Oh, they needed a priest, that's why. That's perfect. We're within Priory. What's up, Stagey? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're doing good. Yo, what class are you planning on playing this season? You pick your main yet, or what? I'm probably playing a Rogue, but I'm also talking to my Mythic Plus group, and we're trying to figure out what kind of a comp we're gonna run. I'm suggesting we should probably do something like get a DK up and running, get a RK mage up and running, all this other stuff up and running. Because that looks like the meta build. Although it looks like at least we have a Brewmaster tank and a Rest Druid healer, and there's some comp viability where you can go a melee comp or don't have to go melee comp. There's an opportunity to go like Rogue, because you have the Druid buff secured, you have a Monk buff secured, so it potentially could be a melee comp. That technically can be played with a DK and a Mage and a Hunter, or you can go Hunter, Rogue, and Warrior with that combo. We're going Frost DK this season. I feel like Frost DK is the safest pick. Like, I won't blame a single person out there for picking Frost DK. Also, I probably should have picked up a potion. Potion BRB. While we're waiting for the shaman anyway. Isn't a Blade physical damage or is only frost damage? So Obliterate is normally physical damage, but it gets converted into frost damage whenever you get a killing machine proc. So actually quite a bit of it is it has a initial melee scaling. I'm a lion, it's not horde. It has initial melee scaling, but it's frost, so it will bypass armor when it gets a killing machine proc, which basically should be almost always up. And the rest of your kit is pure frost, so that also bypasses armor. Technically with the warrior buff, you are getting what, attack power out of it? With commanding shout. With a monk, that's physical damage increase, and I think obliterates will scale with physical. Pretty sure. Because a lot of the abilities are either coded as a melee ability or as a range ability. Right? Like wind strikes from a shaman. Like even if you this is why like wind strikes, so technically once you ascend as they go nature damage, but they're still treated as a melee hit. If that makes any sense. The game will still treat it as a melee hit. So it'll do melee scaling on it. This is why you can like, you can't necessarily like you can dodge it from a range basically, because it still is a melee hit. And I think you can like, I don't think you can bop it because technically it connects, but it technically gets immune, but it's the way they connect. I guess the best way to phrase it is, let's say you're hitting like a warrior and they spell reflect and you hit him with a wind strike, which is technically a ranged nature hit. Because the initial version of the ability is a melee hit, it still basically turns that storm strike into a ranged storm strike. And the way that it connects is through a melee hit that isn't spell reflectable, even though it changes the property from physical to nature. If that makes any sense. So you can't like spell reflect it. So certain effects that would deal with like some defenses, I think like Local Shadows would immune it. Bob technically would not be able to immune it because the damage that hits you is magic. It is not, or nature, it is not physical. It'll immune a physical. But for that one, it's like I feel like I can just go circles here trying to explain it. But I'm also like half guessing half the time anyway. Like yeah, I think basically if you are playing Death Knight with Obliteration, because Obliterate is a physical hit to begin with, I think it does get benefited from touch. Partially. I think. Will there better be a next class next expansion? Will there be a new class? We have no idea. They didn't say anything, unfortunately. Probably going to be Brewmaster, then looking like an S tier. Build was fun. Yeah, no, Brewmaster's looking really good and very like flexible. It's plenty tanky. The challenges I've gotten for them are really good. Yeah, Brewmaster's looking real good. Yeah, Blitz scales and Mystic Touch according to AI. Well, the AI, like, it's gonna be as accurate as me, I think. And I'm not that accurate, to be honest. But like technically it should, because it is initially a physical hit that does melee damage. So touch should work for that. Just the obliterate, when it connects, it changes its properties to frost for the armor bypass, but I think it still is treated as a physical. That being said, you still will play Brewmaster even if you're playing with like an Arcane Mage and a Marksman Hunter. Like Marksman Hunter would get some value out of it, but the Arcane Mage, like, it's just a better class anyway, right? It still is a melee class anyway. Actually, I guess we could see like what comps are pulling ahead over on the PTR. Some of them. Like if you're looking for a monk comp, like Cura Brew here with Gregory, and you got a casual DK with Hunter and Mage. You see a lot of those combos. Then just go further down, they got like an Outlaw Rogue, Enhanced with Shaman, Marksman, Resto. So that may actually be a comp going forward too. Enhanced with Shaman or bringing that in for the melee buff. So if you're going for full melee comp. Right? And then there's also an opportunity of Feral here, Resto Shaman, Marksman. It looks like Outlaw Rogue is getting played quite a bit more now. But they did get a decent bit of buff. Plus you also have priority damage, which is kind of nice. But yeah. Whatever, Rest or Arcane, have a Marks instead of Arcane. You could. Apparently what people are saying right now is it looks like meta comps are probably going to be, meta classes for DPS are probably going to be Frost DK, Arcane Mage, or Marksman Hunter, or Havoc Demon Hunter, but Havoc and Arcane Mage can be replaceable. They're like interchangeable. But it looks like Marksman Hunter is looking really good, Frost DK is going to be really, really good. And then you could kind of fill your third. Either Havoc or Arcane are really good, from what we can tell. But this isn't, like, you know, set in stone. And people are playing Brew, Resto, and then all those classes. So you're missing a Druid, but you're mostly fine. I think a Druid would be a little better for that comp. Because then it's like Resto Shaman. I mean, I guess the Mastery is fine. But the versatility out of Druid is probably better. Survival is being ghastly by the community. I think Survival is just, they haven't really buffed them, but I don't think a lot of players really saw them doing like insane damage or anything. I think Survival potentially could be really, really good. In my opinion, I think they could be really good. Just because I played it, and we done priority 12 or something, or 10, I don't remember anymore. But like, we had a Frost DK in the group, and I was just like running laps around the guy. And all I'm doing is just throw grenade, or rather, I'll throw grenade, coordinated, grenade, kill command, grenade, and do whatever I can to get as many grenades back to back as I could. Big Destro lock? Bro, seriously. The only thing that done for Destro is took away Rain of Fire. I do think that Warlocks need to do a second look at. Destro in particular. Is there any specific bugs I'm missing on Destro? Because from what I can tell, it's just like, the damage is not quite there. From what I've seen. Survival's my main ult, they haven't been touched at all, is bad. The fact that they nerfed Marksman and Beastmaster, however, is probably good for Survival because it is gonna like propel them forward when it comes to like, oh, which classes Hunter do I need to play to do big damage? And then I get Survival, which have not been touched in tier set at all. I don't know if they really need any more buffs. I could say I'm just buffing them just for the sake of buffing, but yeah. Only way they'll look at Destro is when we get damage above 100% nerfed by 6% following week. Yeah. Yeah, Destro just needs a bit of a refresh in its challenge tree. They've done a couple of them here and there, but I just don't think they really hit the mark. That is a spec that I see. PI, please? Okay. Okay. PI. The gods sought to kill you. Each of his lieutenants both of try to see if I can dot as many things as I can here. Kind of hate how I can only dot up so many targets with the Shadow Crash, by the way. Really do hate that. Let's get some ghosties here. Oh god, yeah, and the fact that I just can't re-shadow crash things kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Ah! Shadow locked? That's not good. Okay, well this guy's basically dead. I don't know if I want to commit cooldowns onto him anymore. I probably don't. I tried to do damage chat. I just couldn't dot everything. I kind of hate that. My shadow crash only hits like a certain number of targets. And that's it. It feels a little weak. Okay, I kind of messed up my go, but it's okay. We'll come back. Okay, that kind of sucks, but it's okay. It's okay. As long as they just cast. But I see, that's not trainer. Where's trainer? There we go. Bro. Here we go, DK. Go cooldowns for you, my guy. Yeah, I'm trying to slam as much damage as I can with the trainer. I'm hurting though. Are you not dotted? I kind of hate this shadow priest dotting thing. Not gonna lie. Ow. I kind of messed up my whole go there, didn't I? Feel like I did. I was gonna say, is that guy dotted? He is dotted. Okay, you're just gonna run. Oh my god. Ah. Whoa, cat. Kinda hate how the cat leapt at me like that. Not gonna lie. I kinda hate it. Hate how they're leaping as well. Because I can't just get them all dotted. They're not staying all together, chat. That sucks. At least I can dot them up. And like cleave him down. And I have to clear this guy now. Everything else is just gonna be not dying. I hate this. I hate this as Shadow Priest. Shadow Crash is, I don't know. The fact that it's only like what, 8 targets when you're doing giga pulls like this, it is awful. I'm not gonna lie. That feels terrible. I'm probably not playing this super perfectly either, but damn, this feels terrible. Bugged Ashron, I'm on you. I don't run Ashron, so yeah. I think that's how you fix it, is don't play Ashron ever. Okay, this sucks here. Look at this chat. Look how many targets I got a dot, dude. Look how many targets I got a dot up. Shadow Crush can help a little bit, but like not really. And she's doing a reflective shield, so this shit's gonna hurt. Oh yeah, it hurts a lot. It hurts very, very much. Okay, that's about the most damage I could do here. Literally the most damage I could do, and she didn't even get dotted. That is the worst. Here, huge. Not gonna dot. What does my Shadow Crush even do? Does my Shadow Crush even do anything? I feel like it doesn't do anything. Okay, well, I'm gonna die to this reflective shield. Sayonara, chat. We're dead. Okay, we're not dead yet. But bro, this is not doing so good. I'm hitting those things as hard as I can on the Shadow Priest. I'm literally target capped. Not target capped, but you know what I mean. Does she not get dotted? I straight up a Shadow Crash her. Does she not get dotted by Shadow Crash? I'm sorry? I swear I hit her with a Shadow Crash. Did I mess up something? Yeah, it puts dots on people, but I guess because I was like on a higher ground. I swear to God, I Shadow Crash her. My head hurts. This isn't a vile taint. Doesn't a vile taint actually hit everything though? That's my biggest problem with that then. Hold on. Here? We just gotta, I guess, dumpster the conjurer. I really don't know what else to do, man. Gotta get as much damage as I can into this. Shadow Crash. Don't have all my abilities here, but we're just gonna keep dumpstering damage into the conjurer. Look, the conjurer didn't even get dotted. There was a target on my Shadow Crash, but just no dot damage. Literally none. Okay, disrupt and shout. We stopped that. Beautiful. I need to remember that I can move with this. How are none of them dotted? Seriously. How are none of them dotted? They tell me those dots them, right? Okay, that dot does that. I feel like dots are there's something weird going on. Like it's just inconsistent. Unless I'm just like missing them. How is he not done with the Shadow Crash? I straight up Shadow Crash on top of him. Or is it just like trying to shadow? Is it trying to dot up dead targets? Okay, so there's something weird going on with Shadow Crash. It is just not dotting things. It's supposed to dot up like 8 targets near you. 6 of them? That seems very low. I have no idea, chat. I wish I could tell you, chat. Oh, I hate this. Gotta get one more cast in. Beautiful. Okay, well, with Shadow Crash, I shouldn't ever need to like refresh my dots on things. I should just be able to pump the entire time. Right? Ideally. Do I need to go range? Probably do need to go max range just to like bait it. Nope, doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Alright, DK, you got the most amount of damage here, guy. Literally pumping funnel into you. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Ow. Please heal me. Thank you. Shadow Crash. Big damage. More crashes. Walk away. Yeah, this is kind of working. Sort of. Want to see if I can mosey a little closer. Dots are falling off again. Trying to dump as much damage as I can inside of my rift window. Yeah, it's a lot of ground effects now for this fight. It changes a little bit. Oh, I do get a lot of Shadow Fiends though when it's super low on health. Okay, every defensive here is used. Oh, did you sip your overtime? That's kind of dope. That's kind of sick. Okay, well that was cool. I actually enjoyed the execute of that. That felt pretty good. Look at that Void Blast, dude. I'm just blasting and rifting. Blasting and rifting the entire time. No, 8 targets too. Dude, seriously, the fact that this is 6 targets is awful. There should be 8 targets, if not like more. Because like, look, I'm about to go into the huge Giga Pack here. Like, the hell am I supposed to do here, man? You know what I mean? Like, I guess I'll just pick a target. I picked the target that I dotted hard cast a Shadow Crash on, but it didn't matter. Literally didn't even matter. Got a few of them. Just to control whatever I can. Dump as much damage into things as I can. That guy's gonna die. It is not great. I gotta redot all of them again because just the dots just don't do anything. Guess I'm gonna switch targets here. Because I got nothing else to do. That control's gonna hurt. I don't have any dots anymore, which is unfortunate, so I gotta redot again, redot again, redot, redot. This is awful. This right here feels terrible. I don't want to complain too hard, but I'm gonna complain a little, chat. I mean, that was a great pull. Like, everything died really quick. Hunter did a lot of work. Now we got a whole new set of targets. So like, the hell I'm supposed to do here? Redot him, I guess? Uh-oh, that guy died. Of course I ended up targeting a guy that didn't have any dots at all. Of course I do that. Try to fear them. Just to stop some of the casting. Can't really do anything else except for give this guy PI and go. Hopefully this dots something. Okay, we're rifting again. Hopefully he gets hit with dot. He did get dotted. The priority target of Shadowcrash just doesn't get dotted, bro. This ain't good, chat. This ain't good, Blizz. This gotta get fixed, man. Priority target of your Shadowcrash should at the very bare minimum get dotted with a Shadowcrash. At the very least. At the very least, the priority target should get hit by that. You know what I mean? The guy I'm targeting should get hit by it? Yeah, probably should. Like, how is this paladin not dotted? Like, seriously, how is this guy not dotted? I feel like I've been just funneling Shadow Crashes into this whole pack for like ages now. Like over and over and over. How is this guy not dotted? I've been just Shadow Crashing like on cooldown basically. This ain't good, dude. This ain't good. This ain't good. Super annoying as Shadow Priest. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a little closer, I think. Yeah, I know. Armor Purity. Yep. Whatever instant cast I got, just so I can move and mosey around. Look at that rift, dude. It's massive. Gotta love it. Okay, looks like everybody got it. Okay. Wish I had this movement for like when he's actually doing the big hits. But I'll have the hand of purity. Or the hammer of purity. I get close enough so we can actually just hold it. Like the big burst damage you can do as a spec is a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. And the mobility you get between the instant cast is really nice. Definitely no complaints there. I'm gonna eat one of those. I'm gonna channel. And hopefully we'll have enough healing. Or we could just live. Gonna move a little closer. I'm gonna move again. I have like no mobility because I'm a priest. Big damage. Gotta move. Somehow he's not dotted by Shadow Crash? What the hell was that? Did it miss? Do I need like a hit cap or something? What is this? Mr. Pandaria? Am I expertise capped? What is this? What is happening? Dude, we popped off on this guy. Actually just dumpstered him. Pure single target, we pumped. Look at the void blast. What am I even a priest or am I just the void? 20% of my 30% of my damage is just void. What am I? Chopped liver? I'm like 70% of a class, dude. What is happening? I messed up a little. Seriously? Hold on, what are we doing? Just keep going? Bro? Okay, well, it looks like we're just going. So now everything is going to be kind of desync, and this sucks. What is happening? Shadow Crash sucks. It is a bug that misses. Dude, it's missing. I feel like it's because I'm like Z-axis. Swear to God, it's probably because I was Z-axis. If you're standing a little high up, it probably will miss. Like if I stand up here, I wouldn't be surprised if it'll just miss. That or it's trying to dot up dead bodies, which is also a possibility. It's maybe trying to dot dead bodies, which is also very, very possible. Because out of the rogue, Cleave with Blade Flurry was doing that for a good bit. Look, I Shadow Crashed and the priority target didn't even get dotted. Like, what else am I supposed to do, Blizzard? Look, I'm just gonna go dot everything, and then we're probably gonna die. Oh, we got PA, Lincoln, my health. Okay. We got Shadow Fiends we can just send out. We're gonna move the thing from the guy. I'm so dead. Yeah. I should have a potion though. The fact that the checkpoint is out here is probably pretty bad. This guy keeps screaming for PI, but like I have 50 seconds on it. Or in hiccups at times. Bro, seriously, like I don't know why I'm missing it. I don't know how it's missing. But it is definitely missing. I think that move of double pulling like that is not a bad move, but you need to make sure that everybody moves with him, and we didn't kill anybody of this pack. Literally killed nobody of this first pack. That is pretty bad. How dead is retail PvP at the moment? I'd say like under the season it gets pretty dead. Actually, I feel like if you're in Gladiator range, you're probably pushing, but otherwise, yeah. Pretty non-existent, I'd say. For the time being, pretty non-existent, but it's not uncommon. Not necessarily unusual, to be fair. Yeah, I'll give him PI now. Maybe I should give PI to Hunter. Get a few of those guys real quickly. Wait, why is this guy super low? I feel like I should probably focus on him then. If that's the case. Okay, Shadow Crash. And priority target did get dotted this time. This time it did. Okay. Well, in small target pulls, it looks like as long as everything gets dotted and I can get a big rift, it does a decent bit of damage. But yeah, if I can't get everything dotted, so it all gets cleaved down. As a mage is dotted. Okay, and we got everything here. Full burst, everything available. I should be able to dump a bunch of damage here. I got VE, so we're chilling. Fully dotted. We're gonna get a bunch of ghosties in there too. A bunch of little shadow fiends, hopefully, spawning in. Got a few of them. I don't know if that does anything really. Switch my targets because this other guy's gonna die anyway. Did okay there. Again, like if it's a smaller pack, I feel like you can efficiently kill things with Shadow. But the fact is that you can't like get everything dotted properly. Oh, this is gonna suck, by the way. So I gotta dot everything really quick. The fact that I can't like click on the priority target here is also just ass. So we gotta fix that too. Fireball. One kick. Please. I use mine. That sucked, man. One kick. Or a stun or anything really would have worked there. That felt so bad, dude. I just got ramped up too. I'm like, oh, everything is dotted. Now I can start doing damage and now people are gonna start dying. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't kick. No kick. No kick. Yeah. Gotta kick. DK. Gotta kick. Hunter. Gotta kick. A healer with a short CD CC. Gotta CC Scarecrow. Actually, did they even interrupt? Maybe they did. They all interrupted once. But I have a 45-second cooldown on my interrupt. They have a... Even the tank didn't even kick anything. Yeah, that was not livable unless the tank actually gets CC. That's where you need like knockups. That's where you need to get like a binding shot, explosive shot, explosive trap. Unless they did it with the way late. He has implosive, so like that should do it. I don't know if he sent in a blind or anything. No, we didn't have any CC breaks. That means we didn't send any CC by the looks of it. Air control done. He did thunderstorm. Shockwave, shield shard. He did blinding sleet. Okay, so at least we did some CC. Okay, I'm gonna give him full go. I should not be hitting that. I should be hitting the mages. Hear them. Get as much damage as I can. Huge. Do I need to disperse is the question. Hopefully not. Full burst. I'll just go send it into Footman. Now it's switched to light spawn. Just because things are gonna start dying anyway. Yep. Huge. Okay, well that was a little better. I think it's the big guy was a bit much. Okay, I'm gonna dump all the damage into this guy. All the damage. That's as big of a rift as I could get, honestly. Literally as big of a rift as I could get going there. But a few of them for a second. That's the only CC I really got. And I don't really have a lot of moral support or anything from this point forth, but we got some dam, or even more dam rather. Another crash, another one of these. Just live, just live. Okay, that one actually worked okay. I just had to focus in on that guy the entire time. And I guess I just keep dumping damage. Yeah, Shadow Priest with Shadow Crash stuff feels awkward. I don't very much like. I'm gonna give Hunter DM. Because Hunters at least seem to be pumping. And he's Beast Mastery, so I actually should have a 2-minute CDs. Don't know if he'll have anything here, but who knows. That is real nice though. That's not having to like look at her. Be able to turn around for that. Oh, the ads here are gonna suck, aren't they? Yeah, the ads are kinda suck. I'm gonna shield myself. Oh, he has that group AMS. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Seriously? Guy. Why would you run through me, huh? That was a little rude. Can I shadow crouch behind me? I can! You can shadow crouch behind you. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, that guy's dead. What? Take is dead. I'm a fade. Oh, can you be res him? Oh no, our B-res is dead. Oh, we're so dead. Yeah, we're just dead. Our B-res is dead, no wonder. Yeah, we are dead. Well, I might as well be at least up damage, right, chat? I might as well like send everything. I wanted to see if I could fade it. That was scuffed, man. GG. Dead key. We tried, man. We tried. Yeah, dude. Something about Shadow Crash gotta get changed. It needs to hit multiple targets, and it should always dot up the target you are targeting. If, let's say, you're using Shadow... Whatever you're using Shadow Crash, whatever you currently targeting, should always get hit by it. Looking to reset it. What are y'all doing out here? Are we resetting? Can we just like vote to abandon? There it is. Alright, chat, let's go play another character. I think we give it a Shadow Priest to go, and this is about as good as it can get. I mean, maybe I could have played it super perfectly like me and Maxine. GG's. But like, I'm getting frustrated with this thing. It's got problems. I was having fun with it before, but I never realized that Shadow Crash, the new changes to it, it just is like super inconsistent. Yeah, it should hit definitely more targets than just 6. That seems like a very, very low number. Overall, performance-wise, yeah, kind of low in damage. Psychic Link would be a lot more effective, but like the amount of mobs that got a dot is so terrible. There's got to be a way to like spread. There's got to be like a passive way that you can spread VTs, like on our own, or like a more guarantee. Like I think Shadow Crash should have like a, like the actual crash damage. I feel like should be in a very specific spot, but it should like be able to dot up enemies in a much wider arc. Because imagine if you could just spread dots on everybody immediately. That'd be so nice. And you could maintain it without issues. That'd be so nice, you know? And Tropic Rip did a lot of damages because that's like the only thing that could do AoE. Outside of that blast, dude, does a lot. I mean, 11 mil. And I can just keep almost spamming it. This is why a lot of players feel like this is becoming like a Rift Priest, not literally a Shadow Priest. Which I don't disagree. Chat, what other clouds you would try? I want to try, I'd like to play Fire Mage, but also you should play Demon Hunter at some point. What do you guys think? What should we give a go to? I like the build outside of this, man. I just feel like Shadow Crash needs to be consistently dotting things. Like you should just be able to Shadow Crash into a pack and everything gets dotted. I don't care, but like tuning, scaling, they make the playstyle of Cleave focus too much off of the VT spreads, and having like 20, 30, 40 mobs that have got a VT every single one is super annoying. Hey there, want to try something new? Dot caster struggling between Balance Druid, Destro Warlock, and a Shadow Priest. Well, Destro Warlock isn't really heavy on dots. It's more about like the cast of Incinerates and Chaos Bolts. Shadow Priest is really fun, but with how it is right now, I think it's generally a fun class to play as an ult. I think it should level 1 at some point. I'm just not sure about maining this thing going forward just because it's still got some issues. If they could ever make Shadow Crash like dot things super easy, I think it'll be fine. Balance Druid, while it is a dot class, it just requires you to put up dots on things to like enable the rest of it. I think Balance Druid is probably easier to get into. Yeah, the dots at least are kind of like smart dots. It is annoying to have to dot things before you can actually do real damage, but it is fine. I feel like out of those, I feel like you like Balance Druid a little bit more. Out of those guys, DH. All right, we'll give DH a go. Now I don't really know DH talents, like we're just supposed to be playing, but we'll research and we'll find out together, right? As we do. As we do. Okay. Back to the logs, baby. I don't know why we need a target cap on Shadow Crash. I don't know either. I actually, look, I think that is the problem. If they want to change the way that Shadow Priest AoEs and remove the whole cleave dot thing, I'll be cool with it. Just make it better. You know what I mean? However, as long as they tie the cleave and AoE of Shadow Priest to being able to spread VT on multiple targets and cleave, Shadow Crash cannot hit 6 targets. When we're going to be doing Giga Pulls with Mythic Plus, it means you gotta target VT, target VT, target VT. And the thing is, Shadow Crash does not reliably like smart dot things that are not dotted. It doesn't dot up things that you're targeting. Like you're basically just rolling random die of like who's gonna get dotted with the Shadow Crash, and then you're gonna find and pick out health bars that then need to be Shadow Crashed. I guess you could like Shadow Crash one target, Shadow Crash another, and hope that it spreads, but like it doesn't even feel like it's smart dotting either. It doesn't feel like it'll try to dot things that are not dotted. Do I for your answer? Try balance do it. Have to decide what race. Night Elf is really cool. I think the Shadow Meld is really good. It's good in like open world content questing because you can just fade and get aggro out of you. But in Mythic Plus dungeons and dungeons in general, like if you ever pull too much aggro, you could just fade. I like that. I think otherwise the best option for Boomkin, I think, is a... Isn't it troll? Isn't everybody play Boomkin as a troll right now for the haste buff? I could actually look it up in logs real quick. See what people are parsing as balance druids. Because I actually have no idea what's best. I actually cannot tell what racials they use. It used to show, but now it shows with talents. What is this guy? Actually, can I see it like somewhere in like a breakdown? Doesn't Archon show like what is the spread of racials? Maybe it doesn't actually. I have no idea. Consumables, trinkets, gear, talents, throughput. Yeah, I actually have no idea. How could you check anymore, chat? Because you used to be able to see what racials people are. Let's go find Dimwit. Directly. Night Elf, it looks like. I guess Blood Mallet also has it, right? Blood Mallet. Troll for Horde, Night Elf for Ally. I feel like racials became a lot less important over time. Looks like on Sims, it's like very slightly Tauren ahead of Night Elf. It looks like Tauren and Night Elf. High Mount to Tauren apparently for the versatility. Potion for the versatility. Zandalari Paku for crit. Trolls down here. Yeah, I have no... honestly, I'm pretty sure it's Night Elf. It's gonna be Night Elf as a lion. I don't really know what's the best. It looks like Tauren. But I don't really know, like... what most players play. Normally, you used to be able to see that kind of stuff over on logs. Right? You'd be able to see what racials are the best. But even right now, like, you don't really see racials anymore. It doesn't even seem to be considered. Like, when you pull up logs, you kind of see, like, a lot of other data. Normally, you used to, like, click a character and you'd be able to see what the character... Oh, I guess you could see Night Elf. Night Elf. I guess I needed to wait for this to load. Looks like Night Elf. Looks like a lot of people are playing Night Elf. This is just some Galawigs, by the way. Troll. Troll. You gotta... Yeah, it looks like Night Elves. Looks like there's a lot of Night Elves. I do Night Elf. Honestly, I would do Night Elf just because it's super, super nice. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't seem to matter that much. So honestly, you can play whatever looks good, but if you're not sure, play Night Elf. I think Night Elf is solid. Hope we get more races of druids soon. The thing is, like, what other races would druids get, though? You know, Blizzard said themselves like they'd be fine with it. They just gotta make sense lore-wise. But I don't really know what would make sense lore-wise. Like, yeah, who else would you add? Like dwarves, dwarven druids. I guess maybe like you could do Earthern because there's technically like druidic Earthern, but they're more shaman-like. They're more closer to shamans with like the water skills and stuff. Alrighty, let's see. I meant to pull up logs for Demon Hunter. Tauren rogues and warlocks, I don't care if lore fits or not. Well, I mean, Tauren rogues technically have been around since vanilla because there's a whole tribe of Tauren Grim Totem that had rogues with abilities like Gouge and Sinister Strike. And technically, what stops anything from being a rogue? I guess the idea was like, oh, well, Tauren have like, you know, they're heavy set. They have hooves. Yeah, but like Panda's a kind of heavy set. Coturan's a kind of heavy set. And like anybody could technically blend into the shadows because like Tauren hunters can go camo. And they literally are invisible. So Tauren always been rogues for like ever. Warlocks is a weird one, but they did do a storyline for Warlocks with a special quest that explains to them why certain races were able to learn how to be Warlocks. A lot of them either went through some tragic event, or the spirits stopped calling for them, or they lost something and they wanted to gain more power. So technically, to learn how to become a Warlock, anyone can technically. There's nothing in lore that like stops you, prevents you from learning, because becoming a warlock isn't like inherently a thing you just get. You learn how to become it, like monks. A lot of races learn how to become a monk. Nothing really stops you from there. You know, Demon Hunter, it was like only a certain sect of elves that did it for a very, very short time. You know, so for them, that's why it's like unique. Rogues, technically anyone could be a rogue. Hunter, technically anyone could pick up a bow. Warrior, anybody could pick up a sword. Mages, that's also can be learned. Monk, learned. Warlock, learned. You know? So for Warlocks, there's actually lore elements to make it fit. It explains it pretty well. Pretty nicely too, actually. Yeah. But like, what would you want? Like, okay, forget about the lore. What would you want for a druid? Like, what other races would you want added to druids? Like, you just, if you had one pick, who would it be? Don't say human, because human would be boring. Human will be very, very boring. In my opinion. But yeah, what would you actually want? There's actually not that many, logs in Demon Hunter. I heard that they were kind of OP and pretty meta feeling. Please tell me there's a build. Yes, there's a build. Yes. Yes. M plus 11.2. Oryx for Horde, Dwarves for Alliance. Okay. I guess because of racials, right? Because they're pretty good. I would do Maga Orcs at that point, because that racial is better than the base Orc racial. Unless you're looking for PvP. That Maga Orc racial is gas. It is so good. And you'll be able to... Wait, you'll be able to Berserk as a Feral and use the racial. You'll be able to synergize that racial together with an Incarn window. Yeah, no, Maga Orc racial would be even better than normal Orc. It's actually, like, objectively stronger than just attack power, spell power. Like, Giga Mastery, Giga Versatility, Giga Crit... That's huge. That could work. I just don't really know what orcs would become. I guess it would get like the same druid forms as trolls. Dwarves, I just couldn't see them becoming druids. Just like I just don't even know what kind of form they would have. You know. But like racial wise, yeah, it kind of would be kind of aight. Be kind of aight. Alrighty, so this has like no movement. It has no essence break. What do I even have? I have Glaive Throw for Eldraki. What does Eldraki even do? River's glaive damage increased by 50%, and other physical damage increased by 25%. Jesus. River will jockey for the empowers blade dance. When you cast Chaos Strike, increase slash 12. River mark can stack up to 3 times. I don't even do anything, do I? Just Transformers? Bro. No. Don't say that. Not out loud. No. I get what you're trying to say. It's like when they had like what, animal forms? Yeah, I don't know. With dwarves, I just can't imagine them being druids, man. I just can't imagine. Dwarven shamans, dwarven warriors, dwarven rogues, warlocks, mages. Yes, dwarven druids is a weird one. Like, what animal forms would they get? For that, for orcs and dwarves, they would have to do like a lot of heavy weight lifting. They'll have to do 3 expansions worth of content to explain how in the hell can they be dwarves, because that feels like an abomination. That feels diabolical, and not in a good way. But hey, to each their own, right? I mean, I think for racials themselves, they're generally pretty good racials, so like, would they be useful? Yeah. Would it like feels like it fits? I think no, but to each their own. Alrighty, I need the cloak. Pretty sure more mastery in this thing, right? Yeah, I do have logs. Crit and mastery. Giga crit, giga mastery. I could do that. Okay, I don't even know if those rings can be equipped with gems, but I'm gonna try it. It looks like I'm probably gonna need a lot more mastery, aren't I? Yeah, a little more mastery. Let's do a couple of these, and then I need one of the good gems. And we're gonna do double mastery, double radiant, crystalline radiance. That's from bound. Wait, I can do both of them? Huge. And that will scale up too, so that'll be really nice. And we do and then we gotta do enchants. Just run temple, got a 13 minutes run. Just run temple back, just got a 30 minutes run. Oh, a temple? Oh, Jade Serpent, nice, not bad. That means you guys timed it right. Hell yeah. Don't really have any good weapons, so I guess we're gonna go with I can do this actually. It's not gonna be amazing, but it will scale up. I think Haste Screw is probably slightly better, like marginally better. And I'm pretty sure I want to go for mastery. I grab a couple potions too. Alright, let's see if I can queue up for a group. 16 halls would be fun, but I don't know if I'd live that. Arakara, I haven't done Arakara in like a second. Kind of with the halls. Those are halls over time would be pretty fun. Unless they just do an Arakara. I feel like I'm out of practice with Arakara completely. You know what? F it. Let's do Arakara. I feel like I'm gonna get clapped in the like opener. But at this point, I don't care. But cross faction does work in MOP. Wait, wait, hold on. They added cross faction to MOP? Oh. Wait, no way. Wait, no way. Are you sure? Is that confirmed? Are you running with like somebody who's cross realm? Oh. So do they have cross realm for stuff in MOP? Wait, if they actually have cross realm in MOP, then maybe we could do duels. Like, can you do LFG and like make LFG groups and stuff? That feature in and all that? I need it to be confirmed before we like attempt to do MOP PvP things. But that'd be kind of fun. At least like even just the idea of like having it on a table of like something we potentially can work with. It'd be kind of fun. Just receiving 2 people before Aberdeen when I'm at Gehennas. Did they merge any servers? That's another thing that could potentially be happening, is maybe they merge some servers. Couple servers still there. Well, then it's very possible they do have cross-faction then. Very possible. Jesus, dude, Aldraka is doing damage. Holy. The procs though. We got our car, boys. There it is. Oh, I see, yeah, Golmag and Aberdeen. Okay. Is there like an LFG window and everything? Because I'm asking because I haven't been on PTR or MOP at all. Like, there's a way to actually queue up and like make an LFG group. That could work. Unless it's like you have to like directly invite people and not just people on BNet. This was for Shredded Strands. Is that Arakara? I'm assuming Arakara. Limited as hell? Oh, really? Okay, so maybe you do have to have like somebody on your BNet or whatever to invite. Yeah, without like a proper LFG feature, it would be super hard to make groups, I think. Alright, chat. I will play DH in a second, but I think we'll be okay. I just gotta press buttons. I just gotta press cooldowns, run it back easy. Nice. Not bad at all. Okay, cool. Making sure that mastery is huge here. I don't know why I'm scaled to 0. But hopefully it'll scale everything up to 723. Whenever the key starts. I feel like I'm missing a part of my kit, but I don't think it's true. I think I have literally everything. Just feels like I'm missing stuff because I don't have like Glaive Tempest or Chaos Theory or any of the movement stuff or even like Essence Break. So it's like a very simplified version of DH, which I'm not used to. Except for maybe like Sigil of Spike, but that nowadays is becoming pretty normal. I also don't know if the tank is gonna do big pull and then pull to the guy or just chill. But we'll just have to see. Like what I'm gonna do is just take it easy and not even do any AoE damage. A lot of the times the DHs just run in and just Immolation aura, but here I think I'm just gonna chill. Also, did you guys see some cool stuff they got in Trading Post? They got the chess set finally coming out. That should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna press immunity here, dude. I'm literally just gonna immune early. Yep, he's pulling everything on top of the guy. Ooh, they ain't good. I'm a darkness. I hope everything will be okay. Stun everything. Qualifying shriek. We got rid of that. Everything is dying, or everything is hitting me. Sigil, please. Okay, hopefully the tank actually does some kind of aggro management here in a second. I am doing a lot of damage. but I feel like I'm just gonna die if he doesn't do anything. Barrage, we can stop that. Fire. Tank is alive. We're gonna get hit by something, I imagine. Blah. Yeah. Yeah. Reset? This guy's immediately calling for a reset. The Demon Hunter, the Death Knight died and he was like, reset this dungeon. I didn't get to do my damage. Reset it while I'm out here. I used this twice. Okay, well, resetting again, boys. I love it. I love PTR how it's just like, reset. I didn't do damage. It's like, dude, you just gotta go in, run it, press the defensive, don't die. Like, what was happening actually? I'm like doing with any damage. Did everybody just die? So he got killed by melee in 0.5 seconds. So I don't know what happened to the druid. He immediately just got like Ravenous Crawler swapped to and just globaled. Which I guess this guy B-resed him. And then he got killed by ambushes. And then this guy eventually died. So this guy then was trying to heal us. But he was trying to heal him and he died. Then he died. Then I died. With Bud Bolt. Okay. Everything went wrong there. As a healer, I don't really know what else he could really do in that situation. Just like spam heal. Live. Don't die. But he immediately got like swapped to and turned and killed him. But maybe he's one of those guys that doesn't really like heal and just like, oh, I saw residues were really good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe he doesn't really know what he's doing because like he doesn't have like enchants or anything. Or he doesn't have like right gear. Do you even have the right setup, or is this some raid healing build? Looks about right. Should be okay. I guess we'll find out. The horse head hammer. The new palisade should look good. Yeah. Yeah, all of that does look good. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I think it looks kind of neat. I think all that stuff does look kind of neat. Are they, that's going back to... Are they going back to two-handed build? I guess we're bigger blitz, aren't they? Is that also giving more frostbite damage? Because normally I'm used to them going dual wield, but I guess two-handed. Maybe it's for the new item. Yeah, we're gonna try it again. We try again. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna fly. Trying to get aggro. Immediately get aggro. But hopefully it's okay. I'm gonna say up way up in the sky. Let the tank run stuff. Is he just gonna do him here? Nope. Gonna burn immunity because I'm getting casted on. This is perfect. Okay. Just gonna immediately go for one of these. Immediately I-beam everything. Chaos Nova. Get some things. Another glaive toss. And then cleave them down again. Bolt. This sucks. 40 dudes are dying, which is not great. But we got AoE. Demon Hunter, our Death Knight actually did stuff. That's good. Gonna get hit if I'm not careful. We don't have a kick, unless we do. Yeah, we do. Never mind. No, we don't. But we had a kick. I'm gonna die.
Your survival.
Killer's alive, but like, don't really do much. Hunter, I think, died immediately. Yeah, he died immediately to like a web bolt. We were kind of doing stuff for a second, and then we weren't. I thought we had the kick though, but I guess we didn't. Which is a little unfortunate.
get closer. I need a target.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Hopefully next build is going to be a little better. And hopefully tank actually does some AoE damage, because otherwise this ain't gonna go well. We're doing more? Okay, more. Gigapole. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Gonna interrupt him. I don't have anything for this pull right here though, unfortunately. So broodlings are gonna be pain. Although I am cleaving a bunch. So that is pretty awesome. Hunter is dead again, unfortunately. I should interrupt the barrage, but I'm a little afraid, honestly. Huge. Ow. Everything here hurts. Oh, please, God. Please help. Please heal me. We actually do a lot of damage. What the hell is my damage? Dude, this damage is actually kind of nuts as Demon Hunter. Hold on, we cleaned up good. Now I gotta fly all the way back. Which kind of sucks because I'm in combat with something. Dude, the damage this class could do is actually awesome. I just don't live. Because I don't get healed. That or I did something maybe? Did I step in stuff? No, I just got meleeed. Just got meleeed and poisoned and didn't get dispelled. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. I don't really know. I blurred. Pretty sure I blurred. I feel like I'm spamming that button whenever it's available. I don't know if Tank maybe is aggroing or maybe he's just walking by and not really aggroing. Okay, I'm like getting hit. I'm like getting meleeed. So the tank must be like not like really doing damage then. Right? Guy, yeah, gotta pull on top of him. Wrong thing. Okay, big AoE. Hopefully we just get maybe Almera. Get another one of these. Huge AoE maybe. Not setting and stuff. So I don't be a dummy. Oh yeah, this thing can do a lot of damage. Yeah, the age does actually a lot of damage now. Oh, the physical damage being buffed by the monk. Yeah, you're right, actually, yeah. But Demon Hunter, you do have a number of physical damage abilities that I can get buffed up. It is a little better. Not crazy better, but it is a little better. Nice. We're pulling those guys? No? Yeah, the hunter keeps dying. Wait, this guy's been abandoned already? Really? Apparently we're abandoning. And the key is dead. I don't really know what happened. I guess like too many deaths. I did say at the very beginning, like, I think our healer might be a little bit on the weaker end. And that might have been the case. He is spamming regrowth though. What about for the entire dungeon? There we go. He is spamming a lot of regrowths, and I guess the silk is doing a lot. I don't actually, and I'm starting to think maybe he's not the problem. I don't think it's him. Are we doing it again? Are we just resetting? Okay, I guess we're just resetting. Mogushan Palace, literally RNG mob routing challenge mode killed me. Mogushan Palace. Wait. Mogushan Palace, literally RNG mob routing challenge mode killed me. Are the mobs different in challenge mode? Are they just like pathing a lot more? Hold on, Mogushan Palace. That's the one where you get to do like that. First boss is like those 3 clan bosses, right? You gotta fight 3 mini bosses. Or 3 different bosses, I guess. Pretty sure. Okay, well, chat. We're going again, apparently. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm actually kind of surprised we're doing like a constant like redo for 12. First of all, we shouldn't be dying in 12, but I don't know if we're getting kicks or dispels or anything. I guess we're gonna give it another go. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's happening. Yeah, RP boss fight. Like, how am I getting attacked from way up in the sky, man? I'm not even like in their general zip code. I'm not in their airspace. What do you mean for a second? Okay, and we're gonna meta immediately. Leave him down. Okay, cleave again. Stun him maybe? Yep, stun. We're standing in a web, which is not good. There's like one little spot we can stand in, that's okay. Or not. Not really. Okay, never mind, I got stunned. Wait, I'm stunned, but I can still do damage abilities. I think it's maybe I gotta get dispelled. Yeah, for some reason I can still keep hitting stuff. Even though the game said stunned. Tank dead. Bro, Tank literally walked off the cliff. What is happening? Are we resetting again? I guess. What is even happening in this key, dude? We literally keep walking in. We just die, reset, come back in. I am not enjoying slamming my head in against this key over and over and over. Okay, another player left, so we can just bail then. Tank left. Tank was so confusing, man. That tank guy was so confusing. Let me try another key, boys. Does it finish Gambit? Yo, give me that Gambit. We're gonna try a different one, boys. That was so confusing and annoying, just slamming our heads against the wall over and over and over. It's like, dude, somebody is not understanding a portion of this key. Somebody's just not clicking. We should just abandon and go. Go our separate ways. Either the healer is not really getting the heals or dispels or whatever, or there's just a lack in CC, or maybe the tank keeps doing the giga pulls where it's like, I don't really know if the group can't do those giga pulls. So you should probably stop doing giga pulls. Because it doesn't do anything. I need Ecodome. Got a rogue we're looking at here. Outlaw. Okay. Either this is gonna go real good or real bad. I hate this tattoo above his head because it looks like a unibrow. Doesn't it? This KR build. This guy's either gonna pop off or he's gonna kind of be mediocre. I feel like you either get one or the other with Outlaws. I did craft a bunch of gear, but I don't know about that Master Versatility gem. One for spells have a chance to deal shadow damage. Fracture enemy dies, it gives you versatility. I guess it's okay. Is that even good? Lightning Rod. How do I feel about that one? Lightning Rod. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm logging on PTR.
Soulscribe has betrayed us.
I don't think I'll bounce out of the group. I think I'll just stay with this one for now. I'll give this a try just because I was, you know, going back and forth with that Arakara. I just want to play DH, man. I just want to get some actual footage. And everybody's here, so see how things go. But yeah, you're right. This actually does a lot of physical damage. Chromatic damage is weird, though. I don't know, like, exactly if physical damage counts. Chaos damage should technically count as physical damage, too. But it's hard to tell. Reverse Glaive doing, like, single target damage and Fear of Draki doing single target damage? That seems good. Hopefully this will go a little bit more smoothly. Get some dungeons on Wrestle Droid. Yeah! Treasure finding anyways. Might as well, right? gonna blur this early. We're gonna go for one of these and one of these. I beam everything down. Stun it. Gotta go for one of these. Sigil. AoE down. Look at the damage. Wait, I got double the what's this? The buffs? Crazy. I need a spelly here. Another old Rocky Reaver thing. Okay, we're gonna be able to get another combo here in a bit. Oh baby. We did a lot of damage though. Look at this thing. Look at this damage, dude. I'm liking this a lot. That's actually really fun. Did I stun them? Okay, I can't stun them. Just not great timing. I'm gonna open up more rifts on top of us. Chain feeling good. I-beam. Oh god, and we're all dead. Was that a heal thing? Gorge burst. Okay, so it looks like they gorge and then they put a dot on us. That's probably what happened, right? Reset question mark? Please don't reset. Please just stop resets. Stop the reset. Stop the cap. Please, just keep going, man. We're fine. We are fine. It's part of the testing process. Please stop resetting. You can pull everything on top of it. Don't necessarily hate it, I think.
The devourers seem to be coming from the enemy. Stop them at the source so we can return our attention to Fort Cry.
Okay, we're gonna try to see if I can do one of these. Got a bunch of souls here. Draki Glaive. Hopefully I get some cleave here in a second. I think it'd be by an outlaw rogue, dude. I know what they're capable of, which is not a lot right now. Although the Spec did get like significantly buffed up recently. I-beam. Big cleave. Oh, that's actually not a bad pull. I like that. Big I-beam. Yeah, except we're taking a lot of dot damage right now, which is a little unfortunate. Yep, gotta get cleaved. That's actually pretty fun, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I do hate how cooldown relied it does for like AoE damage, but it is working. It does work. What is this blue around us? Can I stop getting hit by stuff? Can I stop getting targeted? Yo, that 4 target pull was the best outlaw rogue pull that you could do. And like, I mean, I just press buttons. Outlaw rogue, I'm sure press buttons as well, but like, my buttons hit harder apparently. That was as good as it could go for an outlaw rogue though. Unfortunately. Where's Spec, man? Okay, we can actually cut a hold. Yep. Big cleave. Big cleave. Yeah, okay, that was okay. That one alright. Yeah, that cleave did work. Oh my god. I am padding right now, boys. I am padding so hard right now. It's not even funny. Okay. Back to doing damage.
It's pulling more in.
I kind of like the Eldraki stuff. It makes you a little bit more like conscious about like your abilities and stuff. Like which abilities you use in the order. Which is a little annoying how there is like a specific order which you gotta use or whatever. But it's not too bad. This doesn't feel too terrible. Oh, the Outlaw Rogue's actually putting some damage. Hold on a second.
It's pulling more in. It's too far away.
Okay. Yeah, there I could have probably done a little bit more. That's a lot of Blade Flurry.
Turn to the real problem.
As for the boss damage, I did way more boss damage. You just ended up cleaving those ads a bit more. Yeah, Outlaw Rogue is looking kind of cooked, man. Hope your resto feels like Dragonflight resto can literally be encountered 98% of the time. It's been 3 years. That's hilarious. That is so funny.
I'm out of range.
Probably want to focus this guy actually. But that guy is going to be casting, so I'm just going to hit him with a fear. Put the fear of God into that man. Ow. Darkness? I don't know if that'll help us at all. Maybe a little. Quick kick. Gonna stun. Belfit. Remove whatever buffs they got. Yeah, there you go. This is a good pull for Outlaw Rogue now. And even that's super close. Wait, you can just skip down mid? Hold on a second. A 90 plus atonement with Wrath of 100? Wait, what the hell? At 90 plus I got atonement from Wrath? Really? What? Atonement mechanic from Wrath? Wild. Actually, very wild. I'm gonna stun everything here for a second, just to keep it grouped up. Yeah, keep it all grouped up. Beautiful. Okay, this guy gotta die, because as soon as his shield breaks, he starts just spouting out all the purple onto the floor. This seems to be the thing that's like the annoying mechanic here. Guy dead. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. Oh, I see it. Yeah, Wrath deals damage. Allies heal for 100% of the damage done. Wait, that's already like a talent. Hold on, that is a talent that we have on live now. Or technically, just, well, yes, technically, actually, we do. We do, that is a thing. Except it's not called Restoration, but that's cool though. Yeah, that's funny.
I'm out of range. The complete annihilation of the blade.
Okay, so we're gonna go meta. Full meta go. Blur it. Please. I'm trying to drag it all on top of each other if I can. Stun. Really don't have the resources right now, unfortunately. We cleave. Now we have a bunch of these. It's beautiful. Rush out, got myself crit buff, which is huge. Try to stop these best I can. One more of these. Another one of these cleaves. Gonna have a huge cleave here in a second. Don't have a kick for a moment. Sigil is good. Leaving these things down, that's fine. Stun that one. We can at least stop some of them from rushing around all over the place. I-beam. Yeah, dude, as long as I'm just like making sure I'm facing things properly here as the H, I'm not running into any issues whatsoever. Kick. Okay, that kick did not work. Okay, we could do Sigil of Fear on that man. Put the fear of God and enemy in his face. Forget how it's called. How the whole meme goes, to be honest. Leave him down. Kinda wish I had full meta here, but it's okay. We got some things gonna be running by and try to cleave. Stun. That guy's dead again. Or mages. We could stun, right? Holy, what is killing us? Now I'm afraid. Wow. Immune? No, mind. I was like, immune? No, mind. We're dead. Wait, you want to abandon the key already? Over what? I'm gonna hit no. I'm gonna hit no. Why are we abandoning already, dude? Is this how it's going to be on live? As soon as you enter a dungeon, people will be like, one pull, dead, abandon key. Is that if people are going to start trolling keys? Is it going to be like a pre-made or 4-med? It's going to be like, either we're going to keep going, but as soon as you wipe, it doesn't matter if we're like nearly done with the key, with like 10 minutes to spare, we're going to just abandon. Is it just going to be people abusing the system now? Bug, question mark? That guy left. Oh, it is the rogue. Rogue bounced. Probably hated that he died and was like, you know what? I'm leaving. I don't want to play anymore. I'm leaving. Why, man? This is going fine. Like, we probably did some dumb pulls where we pulled a little too big, but otherwise everything was going okay. So dumb. Actually so dumb, chat. This better not become a thing when it comes to live, man. This better not become a regular thing. Swear to God, man. Wait, is this an invisible wall? Like fully? Oh, it is. That's lame. Yeah, even the priest didn't want to bounce, dude. But I guess now we have to. Yeah, the rogue probably looked at this and was like, why am I not top damage? I'm leaving. If I can't get a vote to pass, I'm just gonna go. All right. Also, how is his in the eyes, but like dispatch is not high and kills pretty low up here. You gotta be doing something weird. Dispatch should be a little higher, I think. The Demon Hunter though pops off. I do love it. I do like it. It feels like very cooldown heavy. It feels like the cooldowns of like making sure you have a glaive throw and the cooldowns of work to give you glaive, River's glaive, like the Sigil of Spite and the Hunt, and it feels like it's going to be very, very cooldown heavy. But if you could weave cooldowns together well, I feel like this playstyle is probably going to be very, very strong. I do feel like this tier set is kind of boring though. It doesn't necessarily like change Eldrazi. Then again, Eldrazi was already pretty complicated from the get-go, wasn't it? Like, to be fair. Can I not get up here? Oh wait, I can. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could get up on the gunship. That's cool. I like that. Alright, priest friend. We did our best. But we gotta get out of here. We tried, man. We tried. I want to try Havoc and Survive Key. I think you're like Havoc. Dream of Scenarios. Oh, dude, Dream of Scenarios and mop is super weird, isn't it? Dream of Scenarios grants the benefit of various based on your combat spec. And for restoration, increase of wrath damage by 10%. Your wrath spell causes only by ally to heal in nearby ally. Oh, that's what gives you atonement. Oh, okay. Oh, we tried. Yeah, the damage of this thing isn't that bad. If you're the Eldraki though, it does a lot of damage. And that goes back into Wounded Quarry though. So it actually kind of feeds back into itself, doesn't it? Gives you better single target damage. Gives you better AoE damage. Physical damage increased by quite a bit. Though still question whether chaos damage counts as physical, because for some abilities it does, for some abilities it doesn't. Some abilities it is full chaos damage, and others it's like marked as chromatic damage. Like I-Beam is chromatic, Soul Scar is chromatic, Wounded Quarry is chromatic. Then Annihilation is chaos, and it's like it's probably the game and probably details maybe bugging, right? Weirding out completely, but like if Blizzard were at least a little bit like wait, hold on. Wounded Quarry hit somebody for 36 million at some point. What? Oh god. That seems like a lot. I guess it does accumulate all damage around it and funnels it back to the priority target. That is a lot though, dude. Holy. Yeah, physical damage to any enemy also deals 20% of the damage as chaos and sometimes shatters the cell fragment. That is a ton. Blood Chance for Feral Boomy them. Blood Chance for Feral is the old Blood Chance, isn't it? Where you have to regrowth in order to enable it. In Boomy though. Oh, that's the effect that's the Blood Talent's effect. Dream of Scenarios. Casting Healing Touch increases next to melee abilities. Deal 30% increased damage. Oh, wait, it's 2 melee, so you have to put up a rake and rip immediately back to back. Wow, talk about resource management. Wait, how do you do the opener then? Unless you go rake, rip, and then you try to extend it? But you can't really do that because you can't convoke it, can you? Unbalance, healing from healing touch, casting healing touch increases damage and bonus to next eclipse. That's weird. Increase damage on next eclipse? That is weird, man. Technically, can't you prolong the wait, in AoE, can't you just stay in like solar eclipse and just mushroom spam? Or is that not a thing? Because I'm pretty sure you could do some Giga AoE with that, can't you? Hold on, there it actually could be kind of interesting. Starfall with Lunar Eclipse and just do Giga Dam. That could be cool. Gives Feral a really good buff of Dream of Scenarios. Well, it gives him blood. It gives him blood talents, but blood talents is exactly the same thing. Except it works on any melee ability, 2 melee abilities. Hopefully it doesn't work for autos, but 2 melee abilities before or blood talents works on rip and bites, so it is a little more. It's a little harder to use with some bites though. What up, dude? What's up, Frosty? How you doing, my guy? Wait, wasn't blood talent at some point those like your next 2 abilities? I'm wrong about that. While I'm here, I also want to take a look at the Felskar tier set. Because I'm not super familiar with it. Immolation Aura deals 30% increased damage and increases Chaos Strike damage by 20% while active. That's probably going to be good. Enter Demon Form now immediately induces a Demon Surge and shatters Demon Soul Fragment for 20% increased damage for 10 seconds. Question, does this spawn a Demon Soul? Or does it immediately grant you the effect of a Demon Surge? No, it spawns a Demonic Soul, so you gotta consume it. That's not great, but at least it spawns like kind of next to you. What challenge was in WoD and Rumored Dream Baby version of it? Yeah, I know there was a Dream Baby version, but I just... it was, like the current mop Dream scenario seems a little harder to use, right? Because you gotta really make sure your next abilities get amped up. Can auto attacks consume it? Because that'd be the worst. Because I imagine like you basically have to manage your resources in such a way where you'll be able to go like rake and rip in order to buff it. Would that be annoying? I assume it would be. Hey Dalaran, it's still good to go for Conquest gear or wait until the next patch. I see, honestly, I would just get honor gear. Oh, I would just stock up on honor, and as soon as the new season arrives, whenever you get access to new honor gear is going to be better than the current Conquest gear. Don't spend your Conquest. Unless you're just looking for Mogs. Unless you're straight up just looking for Mogs, my guy. I wouldn't. Oh, meta induces a demon surge in Shadow Demon Fragment. I mean, demon surges do a lot of damage, I guess. And Immolation Aura does a lot of damage too, I guess. And Burning Blades damage. Doesn't that get buffed up from your... Chaos Strike, Throw Glaive, auto attacks? Yeah, so this actually buffs it directly. Kinda hate that song. Too whimsical. Yeah, this actually is probably not a bad tier set. Like, numbers-wise, it's just like, it just gives you the juice. I don't really know if it makes Felskart any more interesting. It just is a damage amp more than anything, isn't it? Nerubian Signet. That's a lot of versatility. Still not as much versa as One-Arm Bandit Ring. Yeah, still, yeah, I agree. That is a lot, though. That is going to be good for Sub-Rogue. Pretty sure they're one Mastery heavy, but that's still good. An idea when the update will come out? Thought 11 August, but I heard 5th of August. 5th of August. No, they already have a release date. 5th of August. So it's going to be in like a week. So today is Wednesday, so next week is going to be the patch. That is confirmed. Season content is going to come out a week after, but the actual patch is going to release on the 5th. Yeah, that's been confirmed. And apparently they got something cool coming out on like August 1st. I don't know what it is, but some kind of like a teaser. I don't know if it's for Midnight. I don't know if it's for this patch. I don't know what it is really for. To be honest. Anytime, my guy. People call it Gambit. What do you mean? Gambit as in... What do you mean Gambit? Was trying to host Taz the Gambit for 12, no one's biting it. I'll bite it. I'll come on a Fire Mage and play some Frostfire. In a second to play some Frostfire, so I think it'll be really fun. And I think I'm Versa heavy on that thing too, so that'll be perfect. No, Gambit is good. I think that's actually a good question, because Gambit, they actually made it easier. Fish Sticks now can get AoE down by other things. That's really good. Hell yeah. Are we actually getting 0 bites? That'd be wild if that was the case. I do want to see if I can find a log with a Fire Mage and see if they're playing Frostfire, which hopefully they are. But they buff it significantly. I don't know why I like this song so much. Looks like people are playing Fire. Except this guy's playing not Frostfire. Playing Arcane and AoE as a Phoenix build? What? Well, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'll try to see if I can find another mage. Phoenix again? Is Phoenix in the play? I'll be so sad. Tell me. Okay, at least somebody's playing Frostfire. Is that the best Frostfire? Let's see if we can find another Frostfire log. I just want to find one that pumps. It's so hard to find like logs of people on PTR because it just like doesn't really organize it super well. Unfortunately. Okay, there's only like one Frostfire. At least I could get this build. Is that it though? Actually, hold on. No, this one is Sunking's Blessing. That's weird. Okay. I've been playing Handsome Shaman lately, loving it so far, but so many buttons, man. Holy moly, thought when Warcraft had so much. Bro, yeah, them both is a lot of buttons. That spec could probably get streamed like a little bit without losing anything. I feel like there's some core abilities they gotta keep, like being able to Storm Strike, being able to Lava Lash, being able to Frost Shock, Flame Shock. But like Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning. But that's where they should like maybe add like 1 or 2 extra buttons. Right? Big core kit, 1 or 2 extra buttons, and then find ways to modify existing buttons so they do other stuff. SKB is live? Yeah, I do like SKB. Or, yeah, SKB. Okay, another thing about the spec. Jake, do you remember if you Flame Strike at how many targets? 210 versus 478. Is it like 4 targets and higher? Oh no, you Flame Strike pretty aggressively, I think. Oh! You don't Flame Strike. No shot. I'm gonna look at those dudes. Ignite, Meteor, Fire Blast, Pyro. Yeah, you're right. You don't Flame Strike. I don't know if I like that, but I'll roll with it. It feels so bad to pick up Mark of the Fire Lord, though. Aren't you in a Phoenix Flames build? I don't know. I just took like a build that I saw on people play, man. I saw a log. I'm going by logs. I'm like trying to find a log of somebody doing well with fire and copying their build. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just letting somebody else do it. And like if I see them do well, I'm just like monkey see, monkey do. You know what I mean? I'm just going to copy. I'm not going to ask a question. I'm not going to ask a single question. But it looks like most mages, if they are playing keys as fire, they're usually playing as a Phoenix build, unfortunately. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are playing Phoenix build on Flame Striking. So maybe you'd have to play Phoenix. I was hoping like with the buffs to Frostfire was going to be better, but it doesn't look like it. That's actually sad. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to do a Phoenix build, chat. Sadly, we'll just do the boring Phoenix build. I guess picking up a Demon Hunter will be fine. Oh, I hate that. Okay, we're gonna need a B-Res class. I probably should have picked up a DK. I think Ice is fine. Gonna need the point somewhere anyway. Or I could go D-Curse. I could just go D-Curse actually, can't I? Yeah, let's go D-Curse. I actually don't know if I want Bijou. Yeah, I'm gonna invite him and pick up a DK. Just because we need a B-Res. And Fireball. Beautiful. Take me from me for a second, give you a build. I'm good. Oh, that? Okay. Okay, I did have that build set up from before. I'll mess with that then. Yeah, I'll mess with that. But that's the tank apparently though. I don't know if it was my fault or not. This build though does Phoenix, unfortunately, and Flame Strike. I guess the damage it does is really good though, to be fair. Yeah, I guess it's good. And I guess it does technically keep increasing the damage of that flame strike, so it does millions of damage. Yeah, flame strike is exploding for a lot. They did try to make the other build of the Frostfire better, but I don't know, man. I'll try it. Sure, just been a chance of improved flame strike or frozen orb to summon new flame strike blizzard on top of glazed spike pyra. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the other build of Frostfire that I initially had. I think that's the one you have here too, yeah? Yeah, so I have exactly the same build. I guess I should give this a go, right? Just hit stuff and keep pyroblasting. I'm gonna pass you a lead. Here we go. Oh yeah, except it should be one of Sun Kings. Yeah. Yeah, so this is actually the wrong build. Although it's doing kind of okay, it is a wrong build. And it looks like you picked up, yeah, Phoenix is normal. Yeah, Sun King busting makes a little more sense. So you can meteor a little bit more aggressively. But yeah, that ignite damage with Comet Storm, meteors, all that. That should do decent damage. But you do get a little bit more value towards ignite just by playing this build. Yeah, play ignited effectiveness. Yeah. Play ice flows person? Bro, I don't understand how people play ice flows. I feel like that's a crime against humanity. Ice flows feels like a crime. Ice flows feel a little criminal. Not gonna lie. Just my take. Maybe the worst take in the world, but just me, man. Just me being real. Oh. Yeah, give me another one of these. I forgot about the whole like cycling that you had to do with the excess fire, excess frost. Really forgot about that. But it is pretty good. Check out some of the buttons are pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh, this actually feels kind of good. Although I assume this is not going to be great in like Giga AoE, but it'll be probably good in single target. I'm assuming here. I don't like how they don't light up anymore. Yeah, I do miss that. Do you see the stuff they're adding for the UI, by the way, with the improvements they're doing for cooldown manager and stuff? That shit looks awesome. I wish there was something we could test right now on PTR, but it does seem like they're at least trying to make changes to it. Trying to make it a little better. Gameplay effects? Wait. Adjust gameplay sound? Oh. Cool. Hold on, there's something new here, right? Spell density reduced. I gotta summon. I think we should be able to run out and summon him real quickly, Jake, if you want to do that. Give me a stone out here. I think. There's like 2 dungeons in Tazavesh, so like Tazavesh and Aldani, and there should be a stone. Oh, there is a stone. Wait, is there a stone on both? There's a stone for both. That is hilarious. That is so funny. There's a stone on either side. We have 2 meeting stones here, dude. They could have just put one like somewhere in the middle, like made a bridge here, and like some big like area where players can go shop and talk to vendors, and they could have just put a stone there, man. But instead they're just like, all right, here's the dungeon, here's a stone. Here's the dungeon, here's a stone. I feel like they could have easily just not that. But whatever. What are you playing? Are you playing the Sentinel? Yeah, you gotta do a lot of damage. As long as you just like get grenades going and then you pop cooldowns and then you start nade spamming, you'll be good. Ah, chat, wish me luck. I feel like I'm just gonna either get some aggro and die or do no damage and still die and cry. So, wish me luck here. Haven't played Frostfire Mage in a hot minute. We'll find out if it is a hot garbage spec. Hopefully not, dude. It's my favorite. They keep trying to like, I keep telling them like they should just buff it a little, man. Just make it like viable. And then sometimes like it's kind of decent, but a lot of times it just looks like just Phoenix is what everybody plays, man. And Phoenix is so boring, dude. You literally press combust, and after Phoenix fades, you just spam Flame Strike or Pyroblast. Which, like, it's fine. But, like, the other one is at least, like, you got, like, stuff you gotta do. Tank is a statue gamer. Hopefully his statue taunts and pull. Okay, I don't trust statues at all. Honestly, I don't think that statue is gonna hold that much aggro, but maybe I'll be proven wrong. There's a dwarf, he knows what he's doing. Or does he, then? We're gonna pop cooldowns here. We're gonna pop invis, actually. Literally invis in first global. First global, I invis. Wait, I'm actually doing a lot of damage. I'm a little concerned for us though, with the fish stick stuff. Can't believe I'm matching the DK right now. Actually surprised. I can't believe I matched the DK and I literally just pressed single target abilities. I didn't AoE at all. I just single targeted the entire time. That is awesome. Like, this thing is fun as hell. Hell yeah, this is why we love Frostfire. We love Frostfire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ain't good. I'm gonna do one of these early. It doesn't have any cooldowns here, unfortunately. Yeah, did not have any cooldowns here at all. Super unfortunate here. Now I have cooldowns. Super late. Eternity later. Wow, yeah, my damage did not come out until literally an eternity after. But if the tank is quick. Just quick with it. Yep. Beautiful.
Power without wisdom leads to ruin, Solid.
I made these things super visible, by the way, these lightning orbs, or this lightning ground area. Dika died. Poor Dika. I gotta get cooldown reduction. Poor Dika. As soon as the Dika is dead, though, you were able to pop off. Wish I had something better to work with here, but I have nothing. Midnight preview? I mean, they got a bunch of like, not spoiler stuff. They got a bunch of like cryptic little screenshots going on for Midnight. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Like, they have a new develop build. And I'll show you the screenshot I'm talking about once I get a moment here out of the fight. Remind me about it once we killed this guy, yeah? I'll have a second for you. Did a lot of damage, actually. Yep, good. He knows what's up. Orange is way down here. Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da, da-da-da-da. Oh, Jesus. This thing is a huge ouchie. Can I say that on YouTube? Can I just censor myself with that one? I'm gonna visit that. Jesus, that was pain. Can I knock him? Beautiful. Okay, I guess I'll pick up blue. Ow, 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 ow. Blue is over here. Oh, blue's over here. And I think orange is here. Nope. Pretty sure blue's over here. Unless I'm wrong. No, blue. Wait, what? Oh, that's my beam. My bad. I didn't realize I didn't put it down. Okay. That was bad. Let me see if I can show you guys a screenshot. So they got some encrypted going on for Blizz. And they got this thing floating around. August 1st, 9 a.m. PT, 6 p.m. CST. I don't know what this is. So I'm assuming some kind of midnight preview stuff. Plus there's also like a whole realm to put up on PTR that I think is now removed. But it basically was looking like some kind of like a midnight-ish preview type of thing going on. I posted a screenshot of it in, pretty sure in Discord, but also on Twitter. Knock up. Gonna do one of these. And we're gonna go for Meteor down. Probably it's a little too much to send a full Meteor into this pack, but whatever. It was fan made. That one, I'm not sure. I have no idea. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But from what I understand, it has to do something with the WoW Secret Discord. And I don't know if WoW Secret Discord will be putting stuff out if it wasn't like hinted to something. But with them being a secret Discord, it's not like that info is really readily given out either. What? We'll try again. My better friend called me the worst time. All good, my guy. Hey, Dal, what's up? Worth what's head in my bed? Hope you're doing good. Playing some Fire Mage, man. I haven't played this thing in a second. Let me guess. It's gonna be like, hey, can we reset? Throw down the vote to quit queue. Okay, where's my damage? Did damage earlier. I'm not really doing any. Unless I'm like messing up something. What is happening? We're just spam dying. Yeah, so where is my damage? Am I doing something wrong? I feel like dropping crit damage for explosive shot. Crit damage? What are you talking about? Okay, well, I'm not sure exactly what I did wrong there, but my damage is definitely out of the window now. I guess I don't have a consumable, do I? That would help a little. Oh, Silver Line Pockets. I see it. I need to look at that in a second. Okay, I see what you mean now. Crit damage or whatever. Oh, that could have been bad, dude. I was in a bad spot. Oh my god. Holy, that could have been bad, dude. It feels like as long as I have a target to like funnel damage off of, I just need a target that lives for a while to build up the big ignite off of. I think that's why in the first pull, like, it was crazy good, because I had this like solo target that I could just build and build and build off of. But I don't know if I can really do that here as effectively.
The artifact belongs in a museum.
Only the withered and decks belong in museums. Like your cartel. Your cartel has dissolved into dust. I choose to lead mine to glory.
Yeah, not doing great here. Because just by the time everything started dying, I'm just kind of back to chilling. Yeah, I was able to kick him at least last second. I'm scared though. Yep. Was afraid. Invis. Cooldown reduction. I got no damage for some reason. Ugh. He had no damage there, unfortunately. Yeah, I can see why people don't really play Frostfire, I think. It's just very cooldown reliant, like, it's all about combustions. It's all about huge combustions. Like, if you can get yourself a huge combustion going with meteors, I don't really know if I should be not using meteor or saving that meteor for, like, always, like, a combustion window. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to always send a meteor, but it just feels pretty bad. Okay, at least you have like everything available here, sort of.
I will unmake you. Guards, remove these pests.
Plus you moved me out, moved him out of my thing. Super fun, thank you, Blizzard. Moved me out of my meteor. That's like I could be also another reason why people don't really play the spec. It's Frostfire specifically. Because meteor and having to play around that is super annoying.
Guards, remove these pests.
Yeah, I won't have anything to the guards, unfortunately. Doesn't matter. They didn't port far. Yeah, so now I'm kind of waiting until we got cooldowns or whatever. I guess I could just keep doing this. Salmon, Frostfire bolts. I don't think it really does anything. Always a meteor on CD. It has a 10 to 20 second CD. Okay. I'll try not to hold it then. Question, is he gonna hold it? Yeah, he is gonna move it.
The power of the first ones. Mine to control.
just in case. That's super uncomfy there. Oh, okay, of course I dropped the meteor as she moves. I can see that being super annoying. Oh, we better have a defensive, boys. Yep. Okay, at least could be worse. Could have been worse.
The tools of creation at my command. I can feel them all. The power of the first ones. Mind upon my good death.
Nice.
Must not.
I don't think my damage was that good though, was it? No, it was pretty bad. It was really good at the start here, and they kind of just waned on the trash mobs completely. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you would play the single target build or this like pyroblasty thing. I don't think you can. I think this other thing that was going up with the explosive ingenuity, that probably would have been better, I think. Because there's a log of somebody running this. I don't know about this meteor thing. There's more target to living bomb. Additionally, its cooldown is reduced by 10. Maybe actually that would be better. Yeah, I don't know, Jake. I feel like the build you got is not bad, but I think it just lacks AoE outside of like a big. It's just too cooldown reliant. So I think maybe adding living bomb for AoE might be a bit better. I know living bomb feels really bad in pure single target, but I just, yeah, there's got to be another way to like leverage this tier set, man.
To abandon our hunt for Zalata?
Common Storm, Frostfire Burst, and like getting more meteors makes more sense, right? I don't know. Could opt out of tip of the spear. I think. Wait, why? What's wrong with tip? That's like the whole main core mechanic. Why would you opt out of it? Yeah, the issue in season 1 was better as well. In season 1, I think you did go meteor because of the tiers that you had at the time. It was fine to go meteor. But Frostfire also nobody played it. It didn't really become good until like ever. Season 2 it actually became good, and you could like tiers that kind of supported it. Because combustions gave you more procs of flash freeze burn. 8% kill command 100 times a minute. I don't think you have to press kill command a lot, right? When you press that coordinate assault, that gives you buffs. When you press fear of the eagle, that gives you buffs too. Yeah, I don't know. Did good damage with this thing though. I see what you mean though, in terms of like pressing. I honestly think maybe they should just remove like the focus cost of things on survival at this point, because I feel like Tip and Spear kind of replaces them as a mechanic in a way. At least in my opinion. Yeah, like Ignite, Living Bomb. I think those does enough damage to maybe be better in AoE. You get more Meteor, which means more Common Storms. Maybe this is the better build with Deep Impact. I don't know if you know about like Mark of the Fire Lord. Well, not really playing around like with Meteor super heavily. I almost feel like maybe that one could be swapped out to, I don't really know what, but like anything, I think. It seems a little off, but yeah, I don't really know. I have no idea, to be honest. Hopefully Frostfire is viable. It just is a weird spec where I feel like Blizzard tries to buff it, but they never do enough, like what it actually needs to be good. But also I don't think the community really wants to play Frostfire. It's like actually engaging, but you could always just press combust and get Phoenix and just AFK. Let Phoenix kill stuff for you and then spam Flame Strike over and over and over and over and over. It's just, I find it very, very boring. There's definitely certain hero specs that they like really try to like highlight, like Shadow Priest for example, right? Void Weaver. You know the Blizzard is like super proud of themselves with Void Weaver. They love it. And it's like looks cool. Like visually they definitely put a lot of work into it. But then it's like, but there's Archon and you could make that better or don't, which is cool. Or Rogues for that matter. Like our hero specs are just like the most undercooked thing in the world. Maybe like DH ones because they're really passive too, but at least they're like effective, sorta. Frostfire is like actually fun and engaging, and I remember like the early iteration of it where you basically were insta-casting. That I thought was peak Frostfire. Run around, insta-cast, never have to stand still. And then we're like, well, you guys are having too much fun and it's viable, so we can't have you do that. Just because you have to track a couple of procs with weak auras, and it's like, bro, at least it was really fun. At least you don't have to like cast a single thing. You felt like you were mobile. It was so cool. Happy with the 2-3 classes that I'm likely gonna play hero spec wise. Yeah. VDH, Brew, Survival were like very good this year. Yeah, probably. VDH and Brew for sure. Survival maybe. I think it's getting slept on. Good chance you'll play for Brew, Survival, both really good value. Yeah. That's true. I don't disagree. I do not disagree. Alright, chat. Well, it's about that time for me to, I think it's about time for me to get food. And I think my delivery for food should also be here too. So I need to double check that. BDH fast card for boosting is gonna pipe. I don't know if fast card is gonna be that good. It kind of seems okay. Like numbers wise it may be good, but it just doesn't really do anything special. You just get like a demonic soul, which I guess is alright. An ammo aura, which is fine. It just seems like a very passive buff though, doesn't it? I think Eldraki looks a lot better offensively and even like survivability wise. But maybe I'm missing something. Mage's DH tier set seemed to be really simple. But then again, maybe I'm missing something crucial. I'll double check it. I was looking at like the monk tier, the brewmaster one, right? Like the brewmaster monk you played with harmonic surge, which is a good ability. As you see, it does a lot of damage. Healing wise, it does a little bit of healing, but it does a lot of damage. But then I was looking at the tier set, and I don't think it interacts with their kit at all. I think maybe it gives you like more procs of aspect of harmony, but that's about it. But that you'll use more offensively rather than defensively anyway. You just get more celestial infusions. For Brewmaster, it just feels like it's just like a damage buff. And for Healer, it also just feels like a proc of healing. That's about it. It takes away from the kit. Fast card booster for boosting right now I prefer to, just because Spirit Bomb, that build makes it sit insane AoE damage. Oh, Spirit Bomb, I don't like the design of Spirit Bomb. Yeah, I don't really like that. It's like, it's just a weird button that's like a half-baked version of Sheer, and not Sheer, or is it Sheer? I think it's Sheer. They just, I feel like they're just never sure exactly how they want to balance it. Like Spirit Bomb for a damage, while Sheer for no, Cleave, isn't it? Sheer is the other. Sheer is a crappy version of Fracture, isn't it? I think I'm confusing them. I think what I'm trying to say is that Cleave ability. Soul Cleave, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I'm confusing those two. keep saying shear, but I'm mean it wrong. Anyway, Soul Cleave and Spirit Bomb. The way that they have them tuned, like, I feel like Spirit Bomb should replace Soul Cleave. Because they do the same thing, it just one does more damage, the other does more healing. But like, I don't know why they need to have both buttons available. I feel like one should just replace the other. I feel like if they just want to have Soul Bomb be like a fire damage version that's a little more bursty, that requires more souls or something, while Cleave is just like doesn't require anything, can be spammed. Like I feel like you just could, or you could add Soul Cleave as a proc effect. Every time you cleave, you also get a bomb go off if you consume enough souls or something. Like it could just be by itself like an ability that allows Cleave to consume more souls every time you hit it, and it has an explosion. It's because it can Spirit Bomb into two or three Soul Cleaves, double fracture, repeat. Technically, yeah, but it's just like it feels like it's buttons that do the same thing. They consume souls, except one mostly does damage, while the other will do healing. And I feel like this is a way they could just tie them together, where it's just Soul Bomb is an upgrade for Cleave, where Cleave now consumes all the souls, or up to 5, so it raises the cap from like 2 or 3 or whatever it consumes. It raises the cap, so it consumes up to 5 around you. And when it does that, it has an explosion. So you just basically, instead of like Spirit Bomb, Cleave, Cleave, you could just Cleave, Cleave, Cleave. Build up resources, Cleave, 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 and still they have the Spirit Bomb effect. You know what I mean? That's what I don't like. It's like, it feels like abilities that do the same thing, except one is damage, and the other is more healing. And I feel like that could have easily just been like an talent to upgrade the other one. So it did the same thing. And I feel like that would feel better, because then Cleave is better at actually healing, while Fracture doesn't do any healing. So in some situations, if like nothing is really super threatening, I guess you can go Bomb. Things are threatening, you won't play Bomb, because it's actually just a troll ability. You know what I mean? So it feels like it's good in some situations, unless you're doing real content, and then it's like a really bad ability. You know, anything that's actually going to kill you, oh, you're just cleaving. You need heals. Bomb is bad. Like, it's good for damage, but you're gonna die if you don't cleave. So it feels like, I don't know, it just is such a, it just becomes like kind of useless, because like nobody plays it right now when you're actually doing real keys. When you're pushing real keys. And I feel like it should just be maybe made it to a talent, to be a talent that like adds a passive effect to cleave and just upgrades it. And you could still get that bomb explosion while also being able to spam cleave. That dude just like fall out of the sky. Oh yeah. Yeah, he definitely fell out of the sky. Shear's baby fracture. I just don't shouldn't even take it down. Yeah, Shear I feel like needs to be removed out of the game. Shear is what I was confusing Cleave with. Completely different story, completely different ability. I think Shear just needs to be removed from the game and just give him Fracture as a baseline. Nobody plays Shear. Unless they want to improve Shear to make it usable, nobody plays Shear, and Fracture plays fine. Fracture feels fine. Maybe like as an early Demon Hunter, when you first start out, you just spam Shear, and then you start using Fracture instead. I see a point with Spirit Bomb though, wouldn't even harm Soul. Yeah, it wouldn't even harm it, and would actually improve Spirit Bomb damage output while still letting you do healing. And that's what I really sometimes don't, I just really, there's only a handful of abilities that just feels like they do the same thing. And they use similar amount of resources, but like they're too similar. And I feel like at that point, like tie them together, right? Tie them together. And that one is like Soul Cleave versus Fracture. No, Fracture. Soul Cleave versus Bomb. I've always felt like it's just, they're too similar in terms of how they function, except one is like more damage, the other is more healing. And it's like, just tie them together. I played Shear. Yeah, me neither. I don't think there's any Demon Hunter that played Shear for extended amount of time. I feel like as soon as Fracture ever has been in the game, it's all players already played Fracture. And I'm pretty sure Fracture's been there since day one of Demon Hunter 2. I don't think there was ever a single expansion or a season or extended periods of time where people actually wanted to play Shear. Even in Legion we had Fracture, we just ran that. Yeah. Probably gonna take till 6 PM. I wouldn't be surprised. It is a major patch. Although, you know what I mean? Sometimes like some of the smaller updates, they end up sitting there for hours to get it out. And sometimes major patches are just like insta. So who knows, honestly, dude. I know they've been cooking this thing for a while, so I'm assuming there's gonna... It's a new patch. I wouldn't be surprised if it had some issues, honestly. New patch, things like this always happen. I wouldn't be surprised, Wes. But yeah. Anyway. Kind of disappointed with Frostfire Fire Mage. I am hoping somebody will figure out a build where this thing can work. But yeah, I'm gonna be unhappy if you just end up playing Phoenix for like, what, 3rd season in a row or something. I'm tired of Phoenix, man. It's cool, it's fine. Phoenix is awesome. I like Screaming Flame Strike after my combustion falls off or after Phoenix disappears. It's fine, it's cool, it's a good ability and all that. But like, it's just not interactive. You don't really think about your class as a fire mage when you play Phoenix or Sun Fury. As Arcane, you don't really think about it either. But it's like, it works, it's fine. But it's just, you don't really do anything. You just... Yeah, Fracture, you found it. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, down the middle. Fractura. Guys, how Demon Hunter hasn't really changed like at all. Just hasn't changed at all. It's like all about the same, no matter what expansion. Soul Barrier, that is so funny. Like Soul Barrier needs to get buffed up, man. Actually become good. Emo eyeball bug is not fixed. What's the eyeball bug? They nerfed eyeballs, but it looks like it's still really good. Yeah, what bug are you talking about? Parrying grants you 20% pain generation to the stayed. Maybe, yeah. They don't display. What do you mean they don't display? Like as a buff? Or you mean like they don't float? What do you mean they don't display? Like you don't actually see the eyeballs? The eyeballs as demo don't show up on your body like they do on Destro? What is that? Handle go down to summon them? These guys? Is that what you're talking about? Or like this buff here? I see the buff and I see the eyeballs. Yeah, no, for me, that's been like that since ever, I think. For me, I'm pretty sure this has been like this since day one. Then Soul Shard breaks it for demo. That probably would do it. That's what it probably takes standoff. Because it probably just take a spot of what a Soul Shard would be, and it functions like a Soul Shard. That would explain it actually. That is some spaghetti ass code though, to be honest. You know, that's some spaghetti ass code that probably needs a bit of needs a hot serving of some Parmesan cheese on top of that. Yeah, so I don't think it's a bug. I'm pretty sure, and this is me just like being honest with you, I'm pretty sure this has worked for me from day one. Maybe I'm misremembering it, but I'm pretty sure eyeballs worked for me from the start. Maybe I'm wrong. It'll be the first time, to be fair. Yeah, look at the eyeballs. Look at the eyeballs. I have social as a glyph for demon, but not Astro. Yeah, that would probably do it. Yeah, it's probably a glyph thing then. It's gotta be. They still do a lot of damage though. Even though they can get nerfed by a bunch, they still do a lot of damage. I'm doing 2.7 without a pet though too, so I don't even have Felguard or nothing. Yeah. Or they fixed it, not in PvP. The tier sets are nerfed by like 33% in PvP. They're 70, or close, a little under 70% of original value. Does next to nothing for PvP. Well, the tier set is supposed to be nerfed down to like, you know, 33% less damage. So I don't think they would be doing next to nothing. It could be maybe the fact that you're not getting as many of them. Like you would in PvE. Because you have to have Hand of Gul'dan. You have to cast Hand of Gul'dan pretty aggressively. So I don't know if you're just not getting the full value out of them, or you're just not casting enough Hand of Gul'dans. That hit for 22k. Like the eyeballs, like when you send them in, I would doubt it, because 33% of your tier set, I mean, they do about 1 million damage single target. 33% of that would be like 700,000. 22k seems very, very little. Are you sure it's the right eyeball you're looking at? Because it might have been a different source you were looking at completely. Because it's supposed to be... Yeah, they're not supposed to... Unless they misread it and said like they're like 70% nerf. I'm pretty sure they're only 33% nerf. They're 70% of original value. They're just missing like 30% of power. Unless I got it twisted. Yeah, and even then, like, that would still be very too low, because then that would be like, what? 1 million damage, 30% value would be at least 200k minimum. So if you hit him for 22k, you're probably missing like gear or stats, or missing some kind of a buff. Something's going wrong. Or you might have looked at a different like source of damage. Or you just not pressing Hand of Gul'dan and you're barely seeing him do anything. I am wondering how this is going to go for Demonology. That tier set with the Hand of Gul'dan seems a little much for PvP. You're probably going to have to play Soul Harvester though, aren't you? I think Destro with this is probably going to be okay, just because any ability that spends Soul Shards is going to be fine, so you can just go for like Shadow Burns and stuff. Chaos Bolts are huge, and that's a big part of your gameplay anyway. And it goes as a gameplay, part of the gameplay for Demo, but it's like you're not going to be able to like, unless you're playing BG Blitz, I think it's going to be harder to cycle them. Spirit Bomb is so weird now because Soul Cleave applies Frailty too when it used to be just Spirit Bomb. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, this is why I'm like, I feel like that's even in my opinion, I think that's yet another example in the stack of why Frailty should just be like an upgrade passive for Cleave. I think WoW's worth playing right now, debating whether I should resub. I actually think War Within has been a ton of fun. Season 2 in particular for Mythic Plus has been an absolute banger. The raid was really, really good. Even Delves are very enjoyable if you're a casual player. Open world activities and some of the different events they've done has been pretty awesome. The content has been generally pretty fun, and patch 11.2 is looking really, really cool. Like the whole Omega raid and Koresh and the Mythic Plus season, and these tier sets that we got are really cool looking too, as long as everything is done correctly. Like, yeah, I actually think it's a lot of fun. I would maybe watch some streamers once patch 11.2 releases, or once like season 3 content launches, which is the week after. So this upcoming Tuesday/Wednesday, 11.2 is coming out to live. Week after that is the season content starts. But like, if that looks like fun, if you look at seeing the zones, seeing the previews, seeing all that, and you're enjoying it, War Within so far has been a lot of fun in my opinion. Season 2 has been one of the most played seasons for Mythic Plus in particular, which is really healthy. Delves are getting a lot of play if you're super casual and just want to, you know, play on your own. Plenty of opportunity for progression. Rewards have been pretty banger. Collector's Bounty event was awesome recently too, so I'm probably gonna do that again some point in the future, I assume. Leveling is really fun and pretty easy right now, especially. This last week here is going to be incredibly good leveling. Yeah, so honestly, I can't make the decision for you, because I feel like plenty of players have played WoW previously, been burned by the game, and you're like, is it worth investing into? Because it's like, I have no idea if you have like a guild or a group of friends or what kind of stuff you're into. You're going to be walking in, you're like, well, I don't have a guild, but I want to raid. Now you have to go through the struggle of getting a guild. You'd be like, you know what, maybe it wasn't worth the time. But if you're looking to play solo, look at do stuff on your own, there's definitely plenty of avenues to at least get started with that. You know what, it looks like a lot of fun. The reason I don't play right now is PvP because my guild is done, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel that. The new raid does look pretty banger, so maybe there could be an opportunity for you to maybe look for a guild. It looks like an awesome raid. Even get into like a casual like AOTC guild might be fun. PvP has been like a little bit of a weird oddball part of this expansion, I will say. It has its ups and downs. I mean, solo queue has been pretty fun. Like BG Blitz, I'm just spamming that is pretty enjoyable sometimes when the queues are good and teams are actually competing and trying, not just giving up insta. Solo queue, it's up and down as well, but it really comes down to them tuning the ladder, right? Tuning the classes. What's up for August 5th and Quest to Correct? Yeah, like you could have sub Quest to Correct. I feel like the first month of a new season is always fun. I think Correct is looking really fun. I think 11.2 is looking like a lot of fun. And maybe potentially putting in some apps during the first week of like 11.2. It's probably a good idea. Just so you can enjoy the raid and the renowns and the progression through it all. I think that would be awesome. So how is it get us 2 OP in duels now? It can't do much from behind the pillar. Yeah, but I just don't really see how Demon Warlock would cycle in a lot of handle dons in PvP. That's a lot of casting you gotta do, and you spend a lot of your soul shards initially usually on like demon doggos, all the other stuff, right? Get a setup, and then you will have to press handle don when you can, but like it's just a lot of casting that can get interrupted. So I don't really know if that's a, you know, it just becomes a little bit more tedious to really leverage the tier set and the intellect buff. Will it be good? Is it worth it? Probably, but like it's a lot of hard casting. Whereas Soul Harvester, you get more procs, more resources, and just more passive guaranteed damage. Every time you summon a tyrant, that demon just goes absolutely berserk. First month of a season as a Diablo 5. Oh, yeah, exactly. First month is always really fun. Yeah, I do know what you mean by Diablo vibe, Jake. Diablo is really fun when you get started on a new season. And then what if you're where I am at, where I'm like, I'm kind of just, I could grind. Should I just grind it out, Jake? With Diablo, dude? Should I just grind it out? I really want a Harlequins. If I can get a Harlequins, man, I'll be set. I'll be set. I don't know, man. I'm starting to think about it. We're pushing Pit hard, I'd probably go with a 4GA deck. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got a 4GA deck. If I got Harlequins, I to push and really try to make a super broken character, you know, farm out so I get a bunch of Legos in like 3GA. That could be fun on its own. Also, I got another 4GA. It's like Briar Hard Pants. They're the worst, but I did get them at 4GA. I was like, yo, in trade, yo, anybody want to buy these pants? I don't think anyone would ever want them, though. I don't think anyone would want them. You know? But yeah. It's funny. Try to go for check-up before August if it doesn't drop. Your mats to me. So then yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I do have enough gold where I could spend another 2.5 bill, 2.3 bill on a full stack of Belial. Or I could just run around and kill goblins and hopefully farm up a bunch of mats, because some goblins are mad goblins. So I might just do that for like 2 hours and see if I could just do in more boss runs. I was thinking of still just, you know, using gold to buy a bunch of mats on Belial. Because Belial's farm spam is just super mindless. Plus I can focus in on trying to hopefully get myself a better hail. 2GA hail maybe. Or whatever other GE Legos up, or not Legos, uniques. What I might try is I might try doing Belial and just spamming about random like loot boxes or loot tables. See if I can unlock them from other sources. Some along those lines. And after those points also does 50% of the HP. It isn't that much, is it? It's a lot of damage, but I don't think it's that much. But yeah. Anyway, chat. I'm gonna try to see if I can send you guys off with a good song to end the night. But I'm gonna hop off, see if my grocery order has been delivered, and then see if I can get some food, get some work done. You guys have a good one. Thanks so much for watching. Tomorrow I'm chilling in 45 billion to get the unique I want. 45 billion, that seems like a lot. But you guys have a wonderful one. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow is Thursday. I didn't stream Tuesday, but I think I still will not be streaming Thursday just to make sure I can get my schedule and video stuff and work stuff done. And then Friday we're back for duels. Try them out. Saturday, gonna try doing duels in the EU. I don't think I'm gonna change my schedule too much. Maybe we'll do Friday and then not do Saturday and just really take it easy. Patch 11.2 hits, then we'll go sprinting. Who knows, man? We'll see. This week might just be a light week of streaming. You guys have a wonderful one. I'll catch you guys next time, alright, boys? Peace.
Kim.